Welcome. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell, and everybody in the chat, like the video. Here we go. Oh man, we're going to talk about the ingenious new Donald Trump platform, which is just unbelievably amazing. Here we go.
You are listening to South Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. To call the show toll-free, dial 1-888-COCAINE-1. That's 1-888-COCAINE-1. And now, here's Steve Kane.
Yes. My name's Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977. Welcome, one and all. It is Wednesday morning, May the 5th, 2021, and it is another glorious day in America. Oh, man, just when you thought he was out, he came back. President Trump, President Trump launched his new platform yesterday. And he is a genius. He is a genius, President Trump. President Trump is back on Facebook. He's back on Twitter. He's back on everything. And he did it in a way that no one ever imagined that he would. Today is supposed to be the big day. Oh, Facebook's going to decide. Their oversight committee of the Star Chamber of Facebook. He's back on Facebook, he's back on Twitter, and you know what? Every other platform he wants to be on, but in particular Facebook and the Twitter. His new platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump. It's online at donaldjtrump.com/desk. When this launched yesterday, it caught me off guard. I had Newsmax TV on, and they came in with breaking news, and they went live with it, and the anchors just had their cell phones out looking over, and they were confused. And I've noticed since what I consider to be the biggest political story of the day yesterday, and maybe even the week, is the launch of President Trump's new platform. And they're not even talking about it in the mainstream press. And even on Newsmax, after the initial launch, they went away from it. And I don't think the mainstream news media are sharp enough to understand this ingenious new type of platform that President Trump came up with. He did something completely outside the box, nothing any of us ever dreamed of. And I made a YouTube video yesterday, which is a short video, about 8-9 minutes long, that you can watch, where I actually go through step by step the new Trump platform. It's on my YouTube channel, Brian Craig, and you can see it, and I show you how it works. What we all thought he was going to do, I thought this, you thought this, everyone thought this, is that he was going to come up with a new social media platform like Twitter. And I was a little concerned about that, because I understand a lot of things about such things. I'm not a computer programmer or a computer engineer, but I know about the internet and how social media works. And I was a little concerned because we've seen so many platforms come and go and fail. Gab, things like that, right? And I was thinking, they're not going to let him in the App Store with his platform. How's he going to get his platform in the App Store? I talked about this on the radio. I talked about it on my podcast quite a bit. How's he going to do this? I thought maybe he'll make a deal with a cell phone company, like BlackBerry, and be in their store or something. I didn't know what he was going to do. And then I had another concern that, we don't want to be in, we don't want to be preaching to the choir. President Trump understands that a huge part of his success is that he was able, since he came down the escalator, and he still does this today, President Trump understands that he wants to reach out to new people and bring them in and have them join us on the Trump train. And I was concerned that if he started his own social media platform like Twitter or something, that it would just be an echo chamber of all of us agreeing with one another, and that's not what we want. We need to bring in new people. We need to be educational. We need to be informative. And then Mike Lindell launched Frank Speech a few weeks ago, and it was immediately hacked. In fact, I was in the when Frank Speech went live, I was in the process of setting up my personal profile on Frank Speech when the hackers hit it. And before I could complete setting up my profile, boom, it was gone. And he hasn't been able to recover it yet because he's been under hacker attack at Frank Speech. And I was very concerned. And I thought, well, you know what? Maybe President Trump, he saw what happened to the great Mike Lindell, and he doesn't want that to happen to him. So maybe he's going to put this off 6 months, a year, I don't know. And then boom, breaking news, he launched the new platform, donaldjtrump.com/desk, if you want to go look at it. And it's available not as an app, but as in a desktop website format that I pulled up on my iPhone, and it works wonderfully. I'm using it now on my iPad, and it's spectacular. You know, this new platform of President Trump shows you the genius of President Trump, why he's a billionaire 10 times over. You know, small personal loan from his dad, $1 million, he turned it into $10 billion. And by the way, he paid that $1 million back to his dad. Who pays their parents back, right? You ever loan money to your kids? It's not a loan. That money's gone. Not Donald Trump. He paid his dad back. I know. It's absolutely amazing. So what he has done, and go to my video yesterday, and I walk you through how it works and explain it in detail. I'm going to do it with you here on the radio as well. But what he has done is, it seems so simple, and a lot of people are caught off guard by it because it seems so simple. When a genius, maestro, master artist creates something, everybody says, oh, you know, like I remember when I was in college, I had to take art appreciation because everyone has to take art appreciation. And, you know, we were going through the artwork of Picasso. And there's a famous sculpture of Picasso, which I'm sure most of you have seen. It's, he took the handles of a bicycle and he made a bull out of it. And the handles are the horns. And I remember when this came up on the big slide presentation in the art appreciation class, you know, a couple people said, oh, that's so silly, anybody can do that. Yeah, but Picasso thought of it and did it first. You understand what I'm saying? And that's Donald Trump. You know, he did something, it seems so simple when you look at it, but it's a stroke of genius. In fact, I would tell you this. Steve Jobs, the great Steve Jobs, okay? He was not an engineer or a computer programmer. He was an idea guy. And he would have an idea and he would tell the engineers, Wozniak and the rest, hey, do this, and they would do it. And that's what Donald Trump is like. He's a brilliant mind. And let me explain what he did here. He's not going to get back on Facebook. They're never going to let him back on Twitter with his own profile. So what he did, and I just, when I saw this, I was like, wow. What he did on his platform when you go there, from the desk of Donald J. Trump, he is commenting on all the news and issues of the day in a Twitter-like format. And I'll give you the first. I mean, he's got two here at the top. Let me go through the first one. The first one's on Liz Cheney, and the second one's on Romney. So here's the first thing he wrote about Liz Cheney. Heartwarming to read new polls on big shot warmonger Liz Cheney of the great state of Wyoming. She is so low that her only chance would be if vast numbers of people run against her, which hopefully won't happen. They never liked her much, but I say she'll never run in a Wyoming election again. So he has it there on like a tweet. It's like a tweet. Right? He wrote this opinion on this on a tweet. And then next to it, he's got the share buttons for Facebook and Twitter. So that he's not on Facebook and Twitter, but you are, right? And if you left, get back on. So you just push the button and boom, you tweet what he just wrote from his website. He found a workaround. It's ingenious. The next one's on Romney. So nice to see Rhino Mitt Romney booed off the stage at the Utah Republican State Convention. They are among the earliest to have figured this guy out. A stone-cold loser. And then boom, you can share it on your Facebook or your Twitter right there, boom. So what he has done, instead of starting his own new Twitter or his own new Facebook, which is very difficult, if not impossible, and instead of getting back on himself, which they're not going to let him do, the tens of millions of us on the Trump train, we're all Donald Trump now on social media. We're tweeting for him. We're sharing on Facebook for him. It's an ingenious move. In fact, it's so ingenious that the tech titans at these social media companies probably are in emergency meetings thinking about what they can do about this. Well, they can't ban 90 million people, can they? And get away with it. So, just an ingenious move. DonaldJTrump.com/desk takes you directly to this port. You can just go to DonaldJTrump.com too. And there's a lot of other things there too, but that's the main thing. So he's back on Twitter, back on Facebook. Now, I found this interesting, okay? He's got, next to his, I'm calling what he writes here tweets because that's basically what they are. He has a share button for Facebook and Twitter, but not Parler. He left Parler off, which is not an accident. So I'd like to know why he left Parler off. I find that incredibly significant. Because he could have put a share button to Parler, but he did not do that, or Gab, or Telegram, or any of these other things. He just put Facebook and Twitter. Now, I know a lot of you left Facebook and left Twitter when they banned the president, okay? And I told you guys, don't do it back then. Don't cancel yourself. Keep your contacts. Keep your followers. So what I want to tell you all to do right now, those of you who canceled your profiles, restart them. Make sure you follow me, Brian Craig Show. Don Jr. is on Twitter. Eric is on Twitter. Melania is on Twitter. They're all on Twitter, okay? And Donald Trump wants you to be on Facebook and Twitter for him. That's what this is about. That's the genius of this new platform. I am just amazed. And you know who he has working for him on this? Brad Parscale's company. So he's back with President Trump. All right, listen, we're going to take our first break of the day. There's a lot of other issues in the news we are going to talk about, but I'd like to take some of your calls on this at 1-888-GO-KANE-1. 888-465-2631. That's our number. It's a toll-free call from anywhere. 1-888-465-2631. We'll be back right after this. Do not go anywhere.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow.
It's genius. Absolutely genius. Make sure you like the video, guys.
It would be everything you'd ever want in a sheet set. I started with the world's finest cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region where the Sahara Desert, the Nile River, and the Mediterranean Sea all meet.
I mean, this, I never would have dreamed that he would have thought of something like this.
They come with extra wide pillowcases to fit over any pillow.
No, you don't have, don't listen to these trolls. Okay? You do not have to make a donation to use it. That's a lie.
Sheets ever for the best price ever. When you buy one of my Giza Dream bed sheet sets, you'll get another one absolutely free. I personally guarantee that they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own.
Use the promo code KANE at checkout, and when you buy a set of Giza Dream Sheets, get a second set free. But you've got to use the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, at MyPillow.com, or call 1-800-716-4879.
So you got to watch out for these fake MAGA people like this Angela Sierra. They've already told one lie that you've got to donate to use. No, there's a donate button, but you don't have to donate. And Stella, it hasn't happened yet, so don't assume the worst. Just go with it. Jesse Roberts, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jesse. Everyone thank Jesse for that super chat, if you don't mind. I appreciate that.
Our services run from minor repairs to complete new roof systems.
You don't understand his point of not putting share buttons for other platforms. Trump has his reasons. I don't know either. Trust in Trump.
Shakes and slate tile systems. Hurricane season is right around the corner. This gives us only a short period of time to make sure your roof and home is ready for the 2021 hurricane season. So don't delay. And call us at 954.
It's brilliant. Don't fall for all these fake MAGA people.
Our website
Okay?
is www.laportacontracting.com, where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-604-4602.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for it.
Welcome back. We're talking about the genius of President Trump with his incredible new platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump. DonaldJTrump.com/desk. And, the chat room on YouTube. If you don't follow me on YouTube, you should. Brian Craig on YouTube. I put up videos there all the time. We live stream the Steve Kane Show. I put my podcast there, and I travel around and vlog all the time. By the way, go catch the vlog I put up over the weekend at Kennedy Space Center. I went by a real Space Force base right here in Florida near Cape Kennedy, NASA. And if you watch that vlog I made, the one where I go to Cape Kennedy, you see the Space Shuttle Atlantis in it. I actually went to a Space Force base over the weekend, which was amazing, so you check that out. But the chat room on YouTube, there's a lot of fake MAGA out there that they're in a panic. The left are in a panic over this new platform. And you know what? It tells you that they're starting to realize. They're starting to realize. And the media, they're not even covering it. They're so scared. They don't know what to do. All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning, Liberal Al the John. What's up?
You're definitely you're paying off your mortgage with Putin. Putin obviously gave you a 0 interest mortgage. Otherwise, anyway.
Hey, I'll take money from Putin. Why not? He hasn't sent me any money, but he's very wealthy. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Monday's show was like the Twilight Zone episode with William Shatner.
Can you be relevant to the conversation? Today's Wednesday. You're talking about Monday. Can you talk about the topics I have on the table today?
Yeah, absolutely. But just let me complete the set.
Get to it real quick.
The iPhone, her Obama phone was blocking her from calling your show. Okay, that was just beyond. 5, 6.
No, don't give out. You're not giving out numbers. You're not giving out numbers. No. Get to the topic on the get to the topic on the table, or I'm going to move on. Al, come on. You're lucky to even be here. Steve Kane doesn't even want you on the air, and here you are. So be relevant.
Okay. If Donald J. Trump's platform is a success, they're still not going to put him in the White House.
Oh, okay. Then you've got nothing to worry about then, right?
No, it's kind of hard if they're under house arrest.
Under house arrest, yeah.
He'll be on house arrest probably this time next year.
This time next year, yeah. What? You're talking about Monday. You're talking about next year. Can you live in the now?
Yeah.
I think you're just in shock over the genius of President Trump's new platform. You know what he's done? Do you know what President Trump has done? Well, when you talk about being mentally challenged, certainly you're talking about something that you have a lot of expertise in, being mentally challenged yourself. But what President Trump has done is reinvented a new type of social media, is what he's done.
And care to comment on Trump's abuse of clemency power?
No, I don't care to comment on that.
Okay, well, the next thing is...
Since you asked. No, there's no next thing. I'm going to move on. Thanks for the call, Al. Every day is nice for me. Here, the liberals are in a panic, people. They're in a panic. Trump's back, baby. Good morning. You're on the radio.
Good morning, Brian. This is John in Wellington.
Hey, John.
Goodness, that's 2 minutes of my life that I'll never get back.
Yeah, me either. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, Brian, I don't have a statement, but I do have a serious question for you. As far as Mr. Trump and everybody else with right political leanings, getting blocked from the FCC, anything to say?
No, I don't think they have any oversight with that. But are they going to be able to ban 100 million people? And no way. No way. And believe me, Trump didn't just throw this thing together. He had some very serious upper-level meetings with experts in the industry, and what he has done is it's so simple and so brilliant. And the media, they thought, the media aren't even reporting on this new platform because they thought the big story today was going to be the Facebook Oversight Star Chamber and their decision of not letting him back on, and he launched this the day before to make the Facebook decision irrelevant. He's back on Facebook, baby, and Twitter too.
Well, just like every other time, he overwhelmed the left.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, man, take care. Yeah, isn't he? Oh, man. I'm so excited. I mean, I really am. I'm so excited. When I saw this yesterday, and I first looked, I had goosebumps looking over the new platform of President Trump. What I told Liberal Al is so true. He has reinvented social media. He's created a new type of social media. And he didn't spend $200 million creating a whole new social media platform. He found a workaround. And, I'm not at that level. But what I've learned about very wealthy people, what a lot of the super wealthy do, you know how they make money? By not spending it. By getting other people to do the work for them. And that's what he's done. He's got Twitter, he's got Facebook working for him now, President Trump. Oh, man. I don't think many people pick up on this yet. I think I was kind of one of the first group of people to understand the genius of President Trump's new platform, donaldjtrump.com/desk, from the desk of Donald J. Trump. But they're going to understand it real quick if they don't. Good morning, you're on the radio.
Good morning, Brian. It's Big C in Paris, Texas.
Oh, hey, Paris. Oh, man, what do you think about Trump's new social media platform?
Brady stepped into 1995. He's got a blog now.
Oh, then you got nothing to worry about. That's the talking point. That he's got a blog. That's the talking point. I've been hearing the liberals are saying that all over the Twitter. You got any original thoughts, or do you just have talking points?
What would you call it?
I would call it what I would call it is a brilliant reinvention of how social media works. It's a new kind of platform. He doesn't have to get in the app stores. He doesn't have to create a new social media platform and find servers somewhere and find all kinds of workarounds. He's found another way.
Well, let me tell you how I see it, right? He's brought it once again to the point that you're wrong again.
Okay.
And
well, be specific. What am I wrong? Talking about this brilliant new platform of President Trump's from the desk of Donald J. Trump. Where am I wrong here?
Because he said it's going to be a social media company that would be just like Twitter, but better.
It is better. It is better.
As well run it on AOL.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about, right?
Why would I worry about Donald Trump?
Oh, well, okay. Then you should be the happiest man in America. Let me ask you, what is it about, what kind of man is a Democrat today? What kind of man is a Democrat?
I don't know. Maybe you should.
Please. Come on. Why are you a Democrat?
But the only reason you act this way is for the views and the clicks.
No, I don't do, no, that's not, I've been doing this for 30 years, man. I have been doing this for 30 years. So tell me, what kind of man, I'm talking about you, is a Democrat?
How would you know what my affiliation is?
Because I'm a very smart man. I've been, over the last 30 years, I've talked to a lot of, I understand you being embarrassed.
been on air.
Yeah.
You still don't have your own show.
No, in fact, my podcast was named the number 3 must listen to conservative podcast in America.
Through who?
So again, excuse me, Forbes. No, it was not Forbes. So let me get back to you. I understand you're embarrassed to admit that you're a Democrat. I understand that too. And also you understand that once you admit you're a Democrat as a Democrat, you have no credibility. But what kind of man would be a Democrat and oppose Donald Trump? Oh, Paris, Texas hung up. He hung up on me. I did not hang up on him. Good morning, you're on the radio.
Good morning, this is Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, I just downloaded that app. That was good. Thank you very much for the info.
What? It's not an app.
I know. I just downloaded it on my
Oh, from the desk of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you. What kind of? I'll ask you what I asked the Democrat that just hung up on me. What kind of man would be a Democrat?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, because I don't question anybody. You know, I mean, this is a two-party system. You can be whatever you want.
Yeah, but why? I mean, why do so many men? Why do so many men? Okay. What kind of man would be opposed to Donald Trump?
I don't know. So I could say it, but you know that word.
Well, someone that I would consider not to be very manly. Someone that I would not consider to be very manly. You know.
If I said the word.
Yeah. No, but you know, Donald Trump is reinventing social media here.
But I'm looking at the app, or I'm looking at it now. It's nice.
It's beautiful. I don't know why he left Parler off. You know, and that was not an accident. He has the share link to Twitter and Facebook, and then you can also sign up for alerts. So every time he leaves a message there, you get an alert. But I don't know why he left off Parler.
Yeah, I haven't come across. Like I said, I just heard you this morning when you came on. I was waiting for you to come up, and when you came up, I went right to my tablet and.
Oh yeah, everybody should go to it. DonaldJTrump.com/desk. Yeah. All right. Hey, listen. Thanks for the call. If you're on hold, stand by. We're going to take our break for the bottom of the hour. My name is Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest-running radio show, the Steve Kane Show. The liberals are in a panic. Can you tell? We've talked to 2 Democrat men, and I forgot to ask them what their pronouns were. When I get liberal men on the line, I need to ask them what their pronouns are, their preferred pronouns. Oh man! All right, our number 888-GO-KANE-1. That's K-A-N-E and the number 1, 888-465-2631. If you're on hold, stand by. We will be back right after this break.
Hi, Craig. Steve Kane is here. You know, I checked the this morning before I left. The high today is going to be almost
Steve Kane Show.
degrees here in South Florida. The high,
Hold on.
hot weather is
Steve Kane Show.
here, and it's only going to get hotter.
Hold on.
And on the line from Cut My Kilowatts, we have Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. He's going to tell you how he could save you big money on your electric bill in the heat of the summers.
We're facing the onslaught of summer here, and a lot of people are going to be noticing that, if they haven't noticed already, that their air conditioner is just running nonstop, fighting to keep the house cool. A lot of times, the air conditioner can't even keep up with the
If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And everybody in there, please like the video. We'll get right back to the calls after the break here.
Be at 76 or 77 or even 78.
Yeah.
Even as high as 80. So what we do is we're cutmykilowatts.com, and we've been doing radiant barriers.
See, look at all the fake MAGA and the liberals in the chat room trying to discourage you from using the platform. They've been hitting the chat room all morning, telling lies, trying to discourage people from going to the new platform. I can tell by looking at the chat. It's hilarious. Don't fall for fake MAGA people.
We've known Scott from
I love it.
Well over a decade. He's with us every summer here on the Steve Kane Show. And, you know, in the heat of the summer, the attic, how hot does an attic get during the summer, Scott?
It can get, depending on what kind of roof it has, whether it's shingle or tile, shingle being the hottest, 140, 150, even 160 degrees.
I'm texting with my wife.
What it does is that 150, 160 degree heat in your attic makes your ceiling hot, and of course your air conditioning ducts are in your ceiling. It heats them up,
Right, that's
and it makes
terrible.
your air conditioner.
I gotta play it this one time,
Yeah.
but I'll get it tomorrow and today and it'll be fine.
So
I get,
Scott
you know.
has the radiant barrier. So tell people what radiant barrier is and how it works.
Radiant barrier is like a big aluminum foil tarp. It goes on the underside of the roof deck below the trusses, so there's an air gap, so it doesn't damage the roof. And it basically just turns the heat wave that comes down off the roof around and pushes it back up out the roof. So it makes your roof function like a white shingle reflective roof. You know, you see those.
Oh man, yeah, don't fall for these fake MAGA people in here.
Electric bill 25-30%. Same thing with radiant barrier. You put it in on the underside of your roof deck.
Anyone that's MAGA wouldn't have a negative word about what Trump did. And there's a lot of fake MAGA out there. You know, why do you guys think he didn't include a share to Parler?
We also do traditional insulation, and we do ductwork, so we can do like the complete job in your attic, whatever you need up in your attic. Insulation.
Do you really think it's smart for me to walk around advertising my address where I'm at? No, that's not, no. I don't think so.
It's getting hot today. It's going to be about 88, 89 degrees here in South Florida. We're not in the hottest heat of the summer yet. We will be soon. And because of that, Scott, he's offering a great discount before it gets super, super hot, because as it gets hotter and hotter, it's more difficult for his crew to work in the attic. Now it's not quite as hot. They can get the work done faster, can spend more time in the attic. I'm going to give you Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. I'm going to give you his website and his number. If you miss this,
No, that's not why, April.
SteveKaneShow.com. First, you can give Scott a call at 954-939-1500. 954-939-1500. Online, cutmykilowatts.com. And again, listed at SteveKaneShow.com. Scott will save you money on your electric bill this and every summer. All right, Scott from Cut My Kilowatts, have a great day. We will talk later in the week.
You guys too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WW.
Oh man, welcome back. I'm Brian. You're listening to the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest running radio show. I'm going to go right to the phones. We're talking about the beautiful, brilliant, ingenious new social media platform of President Trump's, DonaldJTrump.com/desk, and taking your calls about it. We've already, the liberals are in a panic, people. I can tell the left and the fake MAGA are out. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Good morning, Brian. This is Wisconsin Gary.
Hey, Gary. Oh man, exciting, huh?
So, yes, I seen your thumbnail basically for your YouTube blog last night, but then all of a sudden I seen something from Trending Politics about Trump's new website that was just started. So I went to it before listening to their podcast, and it is very simple. I want to see, though, that President Trump add a few things in there, because I don't have the Twitter account. I got rid of that a long time.
Well, you need to get it back.
Yeah, but I mean, I got Facebook, but I'm also on various other platforms. I'm on Facebook with probably 15 groups that I get involved in. Cloud Hub, I got tons of people that follow me there. I follow a lot of people, and a lot of people follow me on Telegram. So I'm hoping to see later on here when I stop at my next delivery to see if I can share everything that he posts on there.
Well, you can share anything you want with a link, but the share buttons, I mean, I was surprised he didn't have a share button to Parler.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have Parler too as well. I do follow things on Parler. So I'm on many platforms, but I would like them to see, to put a like button on there to see how many people actually are liking everything. Because like with the Biden stuff that's going on, his numbers are all low.
Well, listen, when you look at Facebook and Twitter, they're not the same today as they were the day they went live. You know, and you can't. So when you've got a new platform, you can't compare it to ones that have been around for years and years and years that have gone through upgrades and things over the years.
Correct. Because I mean, these platforms are changing consistently. Because like, here's the other thing that I've had a problem with, like Cloud Hub. On certain platforms that I try to spread the news on there, they somehow Cloud Hub seems to block the URL of that trend.
Well, you know, I know everybody's on different things. I don't have the time to be on every single platform. And when people started leaving Twitter, when they banned Trump, I said, don't do it. Don't lose your network of connections. You're canceling yourself. And you guys really should get back. I understand Facebook's different, but people should be on Twitter. And Trump wants you to be on Twitter and Facebook. That's why he put the buttons there. Probably there, you know, because he knows that's where to reach new people. Don't go to a place that's just MAGA. He's already got MAGA. We need to reach out to new people all the time, and the way to do that is by being on Twitter.
Right, but I see when I had Twitter, I only followed President Trump. I didn't follow anybody else on there. But a lot of the stuff that was posted from other people on the President Trump, I would follow them that way. But as of actually literally following them people, I really didn't, because I just wanted to know what President Trump had to say. That was it.
Yeah, but people, you have friends that follow you, so you've got, you know, that's your own little network there. And you know, I know a lot of you left, because I lost a lot of followers on Twitter because a lot of you guys. Then this is not the way to go. You don't want to cancel yourself. You've spent years putting together your network. And it just doesn't make sense to do that. So get back. President Trump wants you on Facebook and Twitter. That's why he has the buttons there. And Trump is our hope, man. So you got to follow, I think, Trump's lead.
Right. And that's what I want to do, is make sure the American people hear what our president has got to say. So that's why I follow so many different other groups, because like Facebook for me has been my major, but I've been under attack lately by Facebook themselves. A lot of the truth that has came out. I mean, I had that interview with Trump with the one guy that's taken over down in Florida,
Bongino. Well, listen. You know, I'm not into victimhood and whining like a liberal. What winners do is we overcome obstacles, right? And Donald Trump is a great. What he's done with his new platform is he's overcome. Who gives a darn about that Facebook oversight board ruling today, right? They thought the media, they're not even covering this new platform of Trump's, because they thought the big story was going to be the oversight board reaction, that he's permanently banned and he's done, and he releases this the day before. Donald Trump probably won't even watch the news when the Oversight Star Chamber come out with their decision today, which they made months ago, I'm sure.
And some way or somehow I'm going to try listening in between that, because I'm going to have some downtime between here and there. So, I mean, I'm going to try listening to that.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate it. Everybody, and I mean it, get back on the Twitter. President Trump wants you on it. That's why he's got the button there.
Yep, I will get it there then.
Yeah, okay, take care. And those of you that have left, get back and try to build up your network that you lost. If you canceled your Twitter within the last month, you have 30 days to restart it without losing your following. Okay? Now, a lot of you are probably past that date, but no. President Trump wants you on Facebook and Twitter. That's why he's got the two buttons there. He doesn't want you on Parler, Gab, Telegram, and Cloud Hub and all these other things. Good morning, you're on the radio.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
It's Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
I just want to review that Paris, Texas call, because he, much like Wheezy, is in that same category. Wasn't he supposed to provide you the link yesterday?
Yeah, never happened.
That's what it is. They only deal with feelings, and that's, it's groupthink. That's why they travel in packs, because they're not individual thinkers, and I could tell you this because I used to be just as delusional. And the reason why I would never go back to even remotely dating a Democratic man is because they're weak They're weak men. I like real men. I don't like weak men. And that's what they are.
Yeah.
As far as you not having your own radio show, this is how you know he's a liberal and not doing anything with his life, right? He's consulting, quote unquote, which means I'm living off the government. I'm one of them.
Yeah, no, Steve has been trying to get me for years to add my name to the show title, and I've said no. I've said no. I don't have the pathetic insecurities as Paris, Texas there. You understand what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, Brian. 9 times out of 10, when I talk to liberals, they don't understand how business works. Business, if you're smart, you're smart. You and Steve make a good partnership, right? You have good ratings. You have a loyal audience. I refer people to your show. I'm sure other people do too. That's good business. When you have something that works, you don't break it.
Exactly.
You let it roll because it's making you money.
Well, they don't understand. They don't understand that. They don't understand that because they haven't made anything.
Exactly. They only know what can I get for free.
I mean, this is the longest running radio show in the state of Florida, on the air since 1977. And I've had people from other radio stations call me and challenge it, and they've all, they can't do it. This is the longest running radio show, and the reason it is we know what we're doing. And I'll tell you, I've seen the liberals today on the phone and on the YouTube live chat. They're in a panic over this new Donald Trump platform because he did something. It's so simple that it's ingenious.
Well, to me, by him laying
Hey,
low,
Sarah.
he literally has been able to drip out bits and pieces here and there, making whatever he says far more effective than if he was tweeting constantly.
Mm-hmm.
What he did was brilliant. And I do hope these liberals panic because MAGA's not going to go anywhere.
I mean, we talked to two men. I talked to two men on the phone, both Democrats, and listen to both of them. One doesn't want to tell you what he does or anything about him, and the other one is his life's a fantasy life. I mean, those are the kind of men that are Democrats.
Well, I think that you give them too much credit by calling them men.
Yeah, real men are Republicans. That's right. All right, Andrea, take care. She said she won't date a Democrat. Uh-oh. Good morning. You're on the radio.
Hey, good morning. Another Democrat for you.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
My favorite pronoun is thou.
Oh, your preferred pronoun is thou? Okay.
But it's nice and biblical, like thou shalt not.
Yeah. Okay, mine is he and him and Big Daddy. Yeah.
Which you do every day, you bear false witness.
To what? What am I bearing false witness?
You're impotent, Brian. You can't even have your own kids.
Oh, really?
Impotent one with your nasal whine.
Slow down. Let's talk. Let's talk.
And a joker.
Let's talk.
And you're the impotent one. You can't even have your own kids. You adopted your little slave black girl to try to give you credit.
Hear that?
To discredit black people. You're just like Lincoln and the rest of them. They had slaves. They didn't free anybody.
Lincoln had slaves? Oh, and he hung up. Now, we've talked to 3 Democrat men on the line. 2 of them have hung up on me. And they've all been in a bad mindset. Have you noticed that? So anybody out there who thinks that Donald Trump has not done a brilliant move with his new platform, listen to how these callers are triggered. These Democrat callers today are having a meltdown over donaldjtrump.com/desk. This is brilliant. This is great. Thank you, Donald Trump. He's still up at Mar-a-Lago, so he could have his radio on right now. Oh, man. I'm so excited. Okay, let's take our break. 47 minutes after the hour. My name is Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. We'll be right back.
Hey there, guys. It's Kathy, Brian's better half, and one of the...
Oh my gosh. Do you hear these callers today? You're impotent. You can't have your own kid. You don't have your own show. You're pathetic.
For your wife, your own mother, your grandma, or your daughter. MyPillow.com has amazing gifts any mom will love. They have pillows, sheets,
Man.
and so
Yeah,
more.
complete meltdown. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And everybody watching this video, please like the video. Liking the video helps the video get recommended on YouTube.
MyPillow.com, perfect gifts for all the moms in your life. And remember, promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for huge savings and great deals.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Have you gone without insurance through the...
See all the fake MAGA in there.
couldn't afford it? The time...
It is easy to share the post, Debbie. It is easy to share the post. Look at this fake MAGA in here.
The American Rescue Plan Act of 2021.
Now, I made an entire video yesterday. It's 8 or 9 minutes long,
Through the marketplace. In fact,
walking you through
over 400%
President Trump's new platform and showing how to use it and everything.
There's talk of people currently paying less than $100 per month, and you could possibly pay $0 per month with these new changes. It doesn't cost anything to check, but everyone must take action. The special election period will end, but the sooner you take action, the sooner you can start saving money. Call Dan at I Will Advisors, 954-753-8080, 954-753-8080.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search.
Yes. And, of course, Mother's Day is Sunday. There is still time to order from MyPillow.com. And there's incredible things there that Mom would love on her day. And you can have everything shipped right to Mom. And remember, Mom includes Mom, Grandmom, Mom-in-law, wife, and daughter if she has kids. And the MyPillow My Slippers in multiple styles, multiple colors for both men and women. 40% off with the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. The MyPillow 100% Giza Cotton Dream Sheets. I have these myself. They come in many different colors. Buy one set, get a second set free with the promo code KANE. Many other great specials, including the MyPillow at its lowest price ever, just $29.98 with the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. There is something there for everyone on your Mother's Day gift-giving list at MyPillow.com. Make sure to use the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. You can also call 1-800-716-4879. 800-716-4879. As you can tell, the left are in a complete meltdown this morning over the new President Trump platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump. And our chat room is just filled with fake MAGA trying to disrupt and stop people from going to this brilliant new platform. Don't believe their lies either. You're on the radio. What is your preferred pronoun?
I'm so glad this is...
Wait, hold on. Richie the bus driver, what are your preferred pronouns? This is the new thing now.
Yeah.
Him, he...
Yeah, let me say this to you. This last caller that called up was an example of I hope he's not an example of the black race. You banned this creep. He's the one you banned.
Is he? That's not Taliban Pat. That wasn't Taliban Pat.
Taliban Pat, the other guy you banned. The most recent one you banned. He insulted you and Steve. You banned him.
Oh, did I? I've forgotten. I don't remember.
He was banned, but you know what? How tells you how great you are? He was banned from the show. He still can't stop listening to me.
I know. He's hooked. But I'm impotent, and I don't have my own show.
Yeah, disgusting.
And so far as who's the slave at my house, come to my house and watch, and you decide who the slave is.
Your own show, the creep that called about your own show. Have you listened, people? Lately, Steve is basically semi-retired. And Brian doesn't want to give he actually keeps Steve, because Steve talked about it on the air with me. Brian doesn't want that title of Steve and Brian's show, or Brian and Steve's show. Brian, in the background, says, let Steve have his day. And
That's right.
admirable of you. That's number 2. Number 3, Trump.
Yes.
This, okay? Years ago, we we had cable. I'm sure in the beginning of cable, I had a guy came over and he hooked my box up, which a lot of people had those boxes that were hooked up, wired, and got all the stations and didn't have to pay store cable and all that. So and they got wise to it, and they went through a whole series.
Oh yeah, the days when people would steal cable.
Yeah, digital.
Yeah, I remember. I knew people that would like go to Radio Shack and get the wire and run it from one house to the next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or remember the guys that used to sell the cable boxes, black market? Like everybody always knew a guy you could buy a cable box from.
Hot boxes and then the giant.
But what's the relevancy to the discussion, though?
The relevancy is that even President Trump did even a better job than that.
Yes.
President Trump did was have a bunch of those guys that were selling those boxes go into every house in the country and basically say, you want the service, you're going to have that stolen box.
Yeah.
Because he really cut right into it, which is. I mean, this guy is a genius.
I mean, I never would. It's so simple. What he did is so simple. That's the genius of it.
The wire to the box.
I never would have dreamed that he would. But that's why he's worth $10 billion, and I'm, working.
What kind of a man would be a Democrat? And this is closing. If you listen to Biden over the vaccines, getting all fumbled up and embarrassing himself once again yesterday as an American president who can't even read, and he's stumbling all over the place. You have to say, what kind of person would vote for this guy?
Well, he did say something the other day. He misspoke, of course, but he said something a couple days ago I liked. He said no one earning under $400,000 will pay any taxes. I like that, Biden. But of course he misspoke when he said that. He had to correct it. But did you see that he went and met President Carter and First Lady Rosalind Carter and the former president of Munchkinland? I mean, what the hell?
Shopped, or those pictures shopped. It looks like they just digitally put that.
They're trying to blame everything. I've never met President Carter, and I know people shrink in their elder years, but if anybody's ever met President Carter, I always thought he was a tall guy.
Well, I don't know about that, but I can tell you this much. They did look like munchkins.
They did, didn't they? The president of Munchkinland.
I wonder if those pictures, I don't know if he met him or not. I think those pictures met.
It looked to me like they fake, like they didn't meet with President Carter.
Like I could put a picture of you with President Carter.
You know why they wanted to be in a, you know why he wanted to be in a picture with President Carter? To make himself look young and vigor. That's why, because President Carter's so old.
This whole thing is a nightmare, but anyway, we'll get through it.
All right, Richie the bus driver. Take care. Good morning. You're on the radio.
Hey, it's Mike and Buckham.
Hey, Mike.
Richie's getting confused. There's Al the John and there's Al from Cold Springs. Al from Cold Springs, the one that just called. I think he banned Al the John a while ago, but he's kind of been back on.
Oh, did I ban it? I don't. Steve Kane does not want Al the John on the radio. He does not want him on.
But yeah, Cold. Well, Cold. I noticed the last two times when Cold Springs Al called, he's been extremely. He's just upset.
Who? Al? Who? Which one? Al the John?
No, Cold Springs Al.
Oh, Al from Coral Springs. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been extremely today. He just went off on you, and of course you didn't take the bait. You just let him talk. And he barely, ever since Biden is sitting in the White House, he barely calls because he knows that he's doing such a terrible job. He can't defend the guy.
Yeah.
He calls, he gets nasty. And yesterday was genius what Trump did. I mean, he basically said, you know what, I'm just going to do an end around. I'm going to cut through the middleman. I'm going to do it myself.
And President Trump understands media like no one else. And here he did. He launched this new type of social media platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump the day before the Facebook overlord ruling was going to be announced. And he totally canceled out the relevancy of that.
Yeah, he canceled everyone out, and they were just shocked, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Now, did you any thoughts on this ridiculous, strange photograph with Biden with President Carter?
Yeah, that perception went.
I've heard some people blame the lens. Yeah.
Yeah, but that when Ann Coulter and I know Bill Clinton got this. They took pictures in Time magazine of Ann Coulter and the front and the cover and like in a throne. But they did when they took the picture, it was such a way that she looked like 5 times smaller than the chair. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you know, Ann Coulter is a massive woman. She's a massive woman, Ann Coulter. She's also a never-Trumper. I used to love Ann Coulter. And you know, this thing with President Carter, though, there's a couple things about it. The one I told you, he makes Biden look like a young man, President Carter, because he looks so bad. But, you know, here he is making deals with Iran, Biden, and, of course, Carter was humiliated by Iran. I don't know what the purpose of that was. It was very strange.
Better the fact that John Kerry still walking around with it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. All right, Mike and Boca, take care. Thanks for the call. Oh, man. I know. What an exciting day, people. This is just a great and exciting day. We'll get back to your phone calls in just a bit. Our number is toll-free from anywhere, 1-888-GO-CANE1, 888-465-2631, 888-465-2631. We are live here each and every weekday morning from 6 until 9 a.m. We broadcast live on AM 1470, 95.3 FM, and 96.9 FM. You can also listen to us on the iHeart Radio app, searching for us by our station call letters WWNN. That's 2 W's and 2 N's. And of course, you can watch us live stream in high definition on YouTube. Just search Brian Craig on YouTube, and you can watch us there. We have a very opinionated chat room that is live during the show, and you can watch or join along with that. Brian Craig on YouTube. All right, 1 hour down, 2 to go. We'll be back right after this.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Brian Craig here. I've been telling you for years how great MyPillow products are, but don't just take my word for it. This is one of our listeners, Todd. He bought the MyPillow mattress topper, and he called us live on the radio to tell us about his experience with the MyPillow mattress topper.
Yeah, I'm calling to get that oiled up my pillow topper.
You ordered the MyPillow, the mattress topper?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, I was thinking about buying a new mattress because my old mattress was
old. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed, and of course, like the video, everyone, and share too. But liking the video helps a lot. The YouTube algorithm, that's a big thing with the YouTube algorithm, to get the video recommended to other people that would enjoy this content. If you like the video, it helps with that, and also subscribe. So I'll still take some calls on the new Trump social platform, but I want to bring up a couple other topics when we get back.
Companies stopped making two-sided mattresses, and mattresses are expensive. I've had to buy a new mattress, and mattresses can cost well over, just for a
what an exciting day.
$1,000. So that MyPillow mattress topper is a big savings. It saved you from buying a new mattress and turn your whole bed into a MyPillow.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
My wife made this shirt.
Well, that's great. Well, I appreciate that. You guys out there, remember, promo code KANE, K-A-N-E.
Now, when you use the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, at MyPillow.com, save 30% off your MyPillow mattress topper. And receive 2 free MyPillows. But you've got to use the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E. 30% off the
Oh, you're all welcome to call in.
Turn your old mattress into a big MyPillow mattress. Promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, at MyPillow.com.
This is Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. Give me a call today to save up to 50% on your insulation and radiant barrier, and up to 35% on your electric bill. That's 954-939-1500. 954-939-1500.
This is Lori Kane, and I want to tell you about Brighton Dental Care. I just had a lot of work done, and I avoided going to the dentist for a lot of years because I was afraid of the cost. But I went to Brighton Dental for my free consultation, which, by the way, he offers to all Steve Kane listeners. I had 2 cavities, I needed a crown on top and a crown on the bottom. If I were a horse, they would have put me down. So I scheduled my appointment for the next Saturday because Brighton Dental has Saturday appointments available, and they saved me a ton of money. And I will be a patient for life. Don't let cost stop you from taking care of your teeth. Brighton Dental gives Steve Kane listeners incredible discounts on all dental procedures, just like they gave me. Prices are so...
Yeah, my wife has a t-shirt shop. She made this shirt, but the site's down right now. She'll get it back up soon, and I'll let you guys know when.
954-922-4633. You can visit them at brightondental.com and tell them Lori Kane sent you.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by Attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid...
We're coming back. Hour number 2 here.
Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
You are listening to South Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. To call the show toll-free, dial 1-888-GO-KANE. 1. That's 1-888-GO-KANE.
Yes, yes. All right. 3 minutes after 7, I'm Brian Craig. You are listening to the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. That's right, broadcasting from Ron DeSantis' Free Florida, where all restrictions have been lifted. Oh, man. Well, I'll go back to some calls on this brilliant new platform of Donald Trump, but I'm going to bring up some new issues. But before I do, a follow-up yesterday. Okay, so our great governor and future vice president, probably with Donald Trump, and then going on to be president himself, Governor Ron DeSantis signed an order ending all restrictions, mask and social distancing restrictions in the state of Florida. His order also forbids local governments at the city and county level from enacting any restrictions. And this is absolutely amazing, and it's crazy. You know, there's a big divide though between this, and you know, I was in line at Starbucks today. The guy behind me, he was in the drive-thru this morning. He was in the car by himself wearing a mask. Isn't that crazy? Because he's going up to the drive-thru, and he was wearing it, I guess, for the drive-thru person. Oh, by the way, I went to Starbucks today. Listen to this: the barista, the brilliance of the barista. I order the same thing at Starbucks every day. A venti hot blonde Americano with extra cream, right? So I order, it's a large coffee with 4 shots of espresso in it, and I have extra cream put in it. She gave me 2 cups. She gave me a cup, and a venti is the fancy Starbucks word for large. She gave me the large coffee, and then she gave me this small cup. And I asked her what it was, and she said it was the cream. I asked for a large coffee with extra cream. She gave me a large cup of black coffee and then a separate cup of cream. Can you believe? Oh my goodness. So I explained to her, I said no, and so, you know, they didn't charge me for it, believe it or not. But I came here and I just added the cream myself, so it kind of worked out good. But has she ever ordered coffee before, this barista at the Starbucks down the street? But anyway, I was watching the local news in Palm Beach County, which is the local news of Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump's based out of until the summer when he goes up to Jersey, but he'll be back home. They did a story on this. Okay, so Governor Ron DeSantis' order ending all social distancing and mask mandates, they went to local businesses and talked to them about this. And I told you yesterday that businesses, if they put a sign up, no mask required, people will go into businesses like nobody's business to do business. And there's a local, an individual business owner, according to Ron DeSantis' order, can still require social distancing and masks. And I was telling you yesterday that this is a great new marketing technique. Put a big sign in front of your business, no mask required. Remember I said, just like Phil Collins' album, no jacket required? Remember that? Which songs were on No Jacket Required? Does anyone remember? Was Susudia on No Jacket Required? Was that the big hit from No Jacket? But anyway, they did a story on this, actually, on the local news here in Palm Beach County yesterday, and they went to business owners who were going to no longer require masks and have put signs up, no mask required, and then they went to these lunatics that are still requiring social distancing and masks. They went to one guy who had like a sandwich shop or something who's going to require masks still, and he had like tape and everything for social distancing. It looks so ridiculous in his sandwich shop. You business owners out there, a word of advice. Get one of your workers to stand out on the street in front of your business with a big sign that says, no mask required, and you're going to be bombarded with business. You're going to be bombarded with business. And full disclosure, I've given my mask up now. I'm no longer wearing a mask anywhere. I don't even have one in my pocket or in the car today. I always bring one along because some places require it because of the mandates, and they have signs. Law states no mask for me. I'm you do what you want to do, but I'm in Ron DeSantis' free Florida, and Ron DeSantis says I don't have to wear one, so I am mask free now. Okay, 1-888-GO-CANE-1 is our number. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Good morning, Brian.
Oh, hey, Nick in Baltimore. How you doing?
I'm fine. The masks don't do any.
Well, if people want to wear them, you can wear them, but I'm telling you, I'm not wearing one anymore because the governor, Ron DeSantis, said I don't have to.
I don't
Sarah,
even Florida
$50 super chat. Thank you. In honor of Emily, an amazing family. Go, Brian. Go, Kathy.
Really
thank you, Sarah. Everyone thanks Sarah for
I
that
wanted
super
to say
chat.
one
$50
thing.
super chat.
You
Thank
asked the question, what kind of man is a Democrat?
Oh, yes.
The fact of the matter is, any man that will call any person that will call a radio show and attack you or anyone attack your daughter, that's not a man, and that's what these Democrats are. They don't have anything. They can't discuss issues. They have to attack. They have no substance, and that's what's going on. As far as Jimmy Carter is concerned, next to Obama, he's the worst president ever.
I'm going to disagree with that. Worst president ever is Lyndon Johnson. He escalated Vietnam and started the welfare system as we know it, and we know what that's done.
I stand corrected. You're right.
Yeah, so Lyndon Johnson, he wrecked society. The Great Society wrecked it.
Three lousy presidents.
Democrats all.
Including this one.
Why do you think he went to? Why do you think Biden went to see President Carter? Checking in on before they make the big Iran deal? What was that about?
Well, they're anti-Semitic. I mean, you know.
I know. I don't have discussions in honor of anti-Semitic people. I don't care if they were once president of the United States. Do you know Jimmy Carter? Jimmy Carter once, when I think Bill Clinton was still president, he gave the Palestinians classified information. He told them the number of nuclear weapons Israel had in their arsenal at the time, which was classified. Gave them classified information. And he had a map of the Middle East hanging up at the Carter Center in Atlanta. It didn't have Israel on the map. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to deviate from your topic, but it's amazing how nothing happens to these Democrats that pull all this.
Well, what are your thoughts on this brilliant new platform of President Trump's?
Well, you said it in the words, brilliant. He went completely
Yvette
around
Riviera,
it.
$24.99 super chat. Thank you. Everyone, thank
them.
Yvette. Thank you. Well, it's what I was talking. This is the example I use. Picasso. I was talking about it when I had art appreciation in college. They did a presentation on the work of Picasso, and there's a very famous sculpture of Picasso. He made the head of a bull, and the horns are bicycle handles. And I remember some kids in the class are like, anybody could do that. That's so simple. Well, nobody did until Picasso did, because he could see something that no one saw before and thought about it, and that's what made him a brilliant artist, Picasso. President Trump is that way. He sees things in a different way that no one sees, and this new platform of his is genius in its simplicity. Tucker, 99-cent super chat. Thank you. Everyone, thank Tucker.
My program director who passed away, great Bill Quinn, he said he's straight ahead, and that's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Trump is straight ahead.
Yeah, and the timing of this, right before the Facebook Star Chamber ruling today that the media is waiting for, so they can say he's canceled, he's forever banned. I would think that the media titans have had a big meeting about what to do with this new platform. Because he really had to catch them off guard with this yesterday.
They can't do anything.
They can't ban 100 million people.
Carly, this is the beginning.
Francis, $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Everyone, thank Carly.
That you're going to see happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is, when I saw this yesterday, I don't think a lot of people saw the genius in it, because you heard in the first hour, the one liberal guy, Liberal Paris, Texas, he created a blog. No, he didn't. He did, it may look like that to you, but that's their talking point, because they don't realize what he has done. I remember Van Jones said that President Trump understands social media like President Kennedy understood television when no one else did, and how to use it. And he's taken that brilliance and put it into this from the desk of Donald Trump platform.
And the thing I wanted to say to you before I go is I was watching you on screen here, and these callers were calling in, and I saw, I know what you're doing, and you're brilliant as well. I'm not saying that to butter up you. I'm just saying, because you really hit the nail on the head. They're in a panic,
and they're hysterical. If you hear the call, they're in a hysterical panic.
Yeah, because they know what's going to happen, and they can't stop it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Nick in Baltimore, take care, man. Thanks for the call. You too. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Mike, it's Doug.
Hey, Doug. What's up?
Okay, well, fantastic day. You know, it's so nice to be able to hear from Trump every day now. It's going to be great. But you mentioned that our great governor got rid of the mask. From what I heard, it was going to be on July 1st. Is it?
Well, it goes into effect on July 1st, but people are giving them up already.
Well,
today, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. Today is the first day that I've left home on purpose without a mask. Because no one, you know, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is now. Now, you guys can do what you want. You know, I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, you know, I want to know is how is it that if he makes an order that no mask, that private businesses can still make a mask? And what's next?
Well, the conservative position, well, because it would be a hassle. The businesses are going to give up on it real quick, because if you're going to find, by the way, also no social distancing required, not just masks. You're going to find that there's going to be some liberal fools that continue the mask requirement, okay? But their competition next door is not. No mask required, no social distancing required, and everyone's going to go into that store. And the other businesses will give it up on their own. See, Ron DeSantis is a lot like President Trump, you know? He doesn't have to fight that battle with the private businesses, because business will do in the end what is good for business.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that once he made that order, that now private business couldn't do it. You know, where'd they get the right to tell people to wear a mask?
Well, but why fight that fight with the? If you're a business owner, are you going to get more business if your sign says no mask required or masks mandatory in your business? Which one are you going to go into?
Oh, sure. I'm going into the one with no mask.
That's right, and most everybody else will too. And you know, I noticed this. I went up to the Palm Beach Boat Show a few weeks ago, right down the street from Mar-a-Lago, up in Palm Beach, and these were huge yachts. I mean, you know, one of Bill Gates' yachts were there. I mean, these are very wealthy people, and they're older because they're the older yacht crowd. I was just going to take a look at these cool yachts. And they were not wearing masks hardly at all, because they you know, the older generation have all been vaccinated in Florida. The masks, there's going to be a handful of holdouts, but they're going to fade away real quick with Ron DeSantis' order here in Florida. Yeah, that's right. All right, well, I'm already back to normal. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Haas.
Haas?
Said Barack Hussein Obama was the worst president of the United States.
Now, I didn't say that. A caller said that, and I corrected them. I said Johnson was the worst.
Oh, I see. Well, I think the caller was right. Remember when Hossein Obama was running for president, like about 1900?
No, listen, I don't want to get sidetracked. I don't want to be talking about presidents of yesteryear when we got greatness with President Trump going on today. But Lyndon Johnson was the worst, not just because he escalated the war in Vietnam. He destroyed the American family with the Great Society and created the welfare state that we now have. So that's what makes Johnson the worst president of all time, in my opinion. Barack Obama was a mediocre president who, like Bill Clinton, has no major accomplishments whatsoever of his administration. Obamacare is a failure.
Remember when he told?
Well, I don't want to talk about. Obama. Obama's like 2 presidents ago. All right, hey, listen. Thanks for the call. Let's take our break. We'll be back 18 minutes after the hour. My name is Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977. My name is Brian Craig. Our number is toll-free, 1-888-GO-KANE, 1-888-465-2631. We'll be right back.
Traveling and need a COVID test? Maybe you need a COVID test for work or school. Stop by Any Lab Test Now of Boca or Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs. They offer all the COVID testing panels you need at the lowest prices, including the antibody test. Results in 15 minutes. Any Lab Test Now of Boca is located in the Sandalfoot Plaza, where Western Beef is, south of Palmetto Park Road and north of Hillsborough on the east side of 441 State Road 7. Call 561-237-5009. Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs is located on the southeast corner of University Drive in Ramblewood, near the Coral Square Mall in Coral Springs. Call 954-906-5983. Make sure to tell them you heard about them on The Steve Kane Show.
This is Dr. Montez from the BioStation West Delray. The BioStation is America's premier age management solution due to the extensive array of options available. At the BioStation, we take your health seriously. Our men's health program is doctor supervised with multiple options to treat erectile dysfunction.
Hey everyone, thanks for those super chats. That's just awesome. Sarah, again, thank you. $50 super chat. Yvette Rivera, $25 super chat. Thank you so much.
Call me immediately at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Hey guys, Brian Craig here. Here on the Steve Kane Show, we love hearing from our listeners talk about their great experiences with our sponsors. Here's Rebecca talking about the MyPillow.
If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And everybody watching, please like the video.
I just wanted to know, Steve and Brian, that I've been listening to you. I'm 57 years old. I've been listening to you since I'm 21.
Wow.
Just so you know, and this is my first time calling. I ordered MyPillow, and let me tell you, I thought it was just a, marketing tool saying that you sleep better at night. Oh my God. I'm here to attest that it is the truth. I sleep so much better. I can't even tell you. So I want everyone out there to believe that when people say you sleep better, you really do. And I've been having a lot of issues at night, and I've bought expensive pillows and, cheap pillows, and this has really made a difference.
Listen to Rebecca. Go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code KANE at checkout, KANE, and have the best night's sleep you've ever had with your MyPillow or one of the other great products that you'll find there. Promo code KANE, KANE, at MyPillow.com.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for W.
Yeah, and there's still time to order these great MyPillow products for Mother's Day this Sunday. And the MyPillow that you just heard Rebecca talk about with the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, just $29.98. This is the lowest price ever with the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E. Also, you can order by phone, 1-800-716-4879. 800-716-4879. You're on the radio. Good morning.
Good morning. It's PJ.
Hey, PJ. How are you?
Yeah, I just ran a little experiment. It's really interesting. I wanted to see just how popular the Trump desk is on Twitter. And so what I did was I copied the first few words of the So Nice to See Rhino Mitt Romney boot off the stage. I went to Twitter, and it's not like every minute. It's every few seconds. It's like 4 or 5 seconds. Every 4 or 5 seconds, you see that being tweeted on.
So Donald Trump, he's hijacked Twitter.
Yeah, and you know what else is funny? reading the quotes, some of the people comment, like people say, like here, I'm looking, says Donald Trump's new website allows his fans to share his quotes on Facebook and Twitter. He says that Donald doesn't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you see that it's like he beat them. He beat them at their own.
Well, and it's brilliant what he did. I never dreamed this was what he was going to do, because we were talking. How can you have a platform if you can't get in the App Store, and how's he going to get together something that looks like Twitter, like this, and then it'll just be an echo chamber of everyone who. And then he did this. And it's Mike Lindell. The hackers hit Mike Lindell's Frank speech. They hit it hard too, and they're still hitting them. And I was so worried. And then Trump came out with this ingenious new way to have a social media.
Yeah, it's like here's another comment on that. It's just like the good old days.
Yeah, the Twitter and Facebook people have had to have emergency meetings over this.
Well, Facebook is supposed to announce today whether they're going to ban him permanently. It's like, does it really make any difference? You can't ban him. It's impossible.
Yeah, the Star Chamber is going to announce today. It's something they decided months ago. And the media's lack of reporting on President Trump's new platform, donaldjtrump.com/desk, it's deafening. I don't pay much attention to the television news, but I did yesterday and early this morning when I was getting ready. I listened for about an hour and a half. I didn't hear it mentioned on Fox News in 90 minutes early this morning when I was getting ready for work.
Yeah. But if you go to Twitter and do what I did and click on the latest, you'll see it's like. Well, it was 26 seconds ago.
Well, maybe I'm thinking that the mainstream media and the online platforms don't realize the greatness of what Trump's created here. I don't think it's sunk into them yet. See, the thing is, they all hate Trump and they think he's stupid. So that's their reality. So they're always underestimating him. And he's outfoxed all these geniuses.
Yeah, and so by the way, it was kind of interesting to see that I thought he was sort of like on the outs. That Brad Parscale is not only working for Trump. His company designed this new platform. He's working for Caitlyn Jenner, and Caitlyn Jenner just released their first campaign video that Brad Parscale put together, and it's brilliant. I'm getting a lot of negative people. People say, "Oh, you're in love with Caitlyn Jenner." Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, Bruce Jenner was the definition of what a man was supposed to be when I was growing up, as hard as that is to believe these days, right? The Wheaties boxes. He was even on Chips. He replaced Larry Wilcox on Chips, and I was very excited. We had him on the Steve Kane Show once, many years ago, and in person, in studio, and it was like a real exciting time in my life, to get to meet the great Bruce Jenner. And he's very conservative, and he's great in debate. We had him on the show. He was in town. He was in Miami promoting something. I don't remember what it was. And he was sitting, waiting to come on the show, and this was during the O.J. Simpson civil trial. And he was sitting in the control room with me, and Steve was taking calls on O.J., and Bruce Jenner said, "Hey, can I go on the air with him and talk about O.J.?" He says, "I was friends with Nicole," and I said, "Of course, I know you're Bruce Jenner. You're married. Your wife was. We didn't know about Kim Kardashian." And Bruce Jenner came in studio with Steve Kane and was debating callers on O.J., black callers who were saying O.J. didn't do it and everything else. And Bruce Jenner was boom, boom, boom. And I think he could be the governor. And I think it's interesting that Brad Parscale is working for both Caitlyn Jenner and Trump. When I heard he was working for Caitlyn Jenner, I didn't know he was with Trump, and I thought, oh, he must be desperate now. But that means to me that Trump's going to back Caitlyn Jenner. By the way, doesn't Brad Parscale, doesn't he live right here in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, remember that thing with his wife, with the bikini and all that stuff?
I remember the fake...
That was absurd. Well... That's all I remember too, quite frankly. I mean, who else? The little too fake.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still together.
Who knows?
Yeah. Hey, well, listen, we've all had too much to drink on occasion.
Yeah, it's just amazing to look here when I have it. I'm having, as I'm talking to you, I have it on the Twitter on the latest, and it's like every few seconds. Here, another one, 7 seconds ago, 10 seconds.
So every 5 to 7 seconds, see, every few seconds, there's a new tweet from the desk of Donald J. Trump's platform. See, this is what I was telling you. He's on Twitter right now. As we speak, President Trump has hijacked Twitter. He is back on Twitter I mean, this is, I hope he's listening today. I know he's up. You know, he's been up for hours. I hope President Trump's listening today up at Mar-a-Lago. This is ingenious. No one thought he would do something like this. I was so worried that he was going to put together a Twitter alternative, and I find it, and it would fail because the hackers, like with Lindell. I think it's interesting that he didn't include Parler though with his share links. It's just Facebook and Twitter. He didn't include Parler.
It's interesting, but you know, Parler kind of bowed down a little bit to Amazon there, if I remember.
I'm on Parler. I don't really use it. I don't really use it too much. They're not back in the App Store yet, so far as I know. But President Trump wants us on Facebook and Twitter, so that's where I'm going to focus. All right, PJ, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Now, I want to tell everyone about Champagne Automotive Repair. Champagne Automotive Repair is amazing. They will never do a repair on your vehicle that your vehicle doesn't need. Right? I mean, that's basically the message that we share with you. You know, when it comes to auto mechanics, don't you just assume they're being dishonest and ripping you off? Of course you do, because that's how the business, sadly, operates. Not Champagne Automotive in Boca. They will never do a repair on your vehicle that it does not need. I share with you Steve's story where he took it to the other place and they told him he needed over $800 in repairs and maintenance that it did not need, including rotors and brake pads and all kinds of craziness. It didn't need any of that when they took it up to Champagne Automotive Repair. That's what you want in an auto repair shop. You want someone you can trust. That's what you'll find at Champagne Automotive Repair. Every time I stop in over there, I run into listeners who are very happy. We have listeners that drive more than an hour each way to Boca to go to Champagne Automotive Repair because they're so honest. I take my cars there, my daughter's car, Steve's entire family go over there. I had to get a repair on my daughter's car. The motor broke in her passenger side window. And so I took it over to Champagne Automotive Repair, and they repaired it, and I checked at the dealer because I wanted to compare the price so I could talk to you about it. They got the part from the dealer for the car window, because that's where they get the parts for the, you know. Champagne Automotive Repair did the repair to my daughter's window. I had to put a whole new motor in it for less than half of what the dealer wanted. Less than half the cost. Isn't that amazing? It certainly is. That's how honest they are. By the way, they work on all makes and models, old cars, new cars, classic cars. Well, they work on sports cars as well. I've seen, Corvettes over there. I've seen, what else have I seen? The corporate vehicles, right? If you have a commercial vehicle, they can work on that. They do AC work, everything. Transmission work, whatever you need, they can help you. Give them a call, Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca. With all our sponsors, they are listed at stevekaneshow.com. The number, 561-245-8101. And you ladies out there, I know a lot of, the ladies out there, maybe your husband or maybe even your dad back in those days took care of the car maintenance, and now you're alone and you're nervous about it. You won't be at Champagne Automotive Repair. You can trust them. I trust them. I would send my daughter there by herself any day of the week to have work done on her car. 561-245-8101. 561-245-8101. Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca. Make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show. We'll be right back. Steve Kane will be joining us after this.
If you suffer with diabetes, did you know there's a 25% chance that you will develop a foot ulcer at some point in your life? And foot ulcers, when you have diabetes, can lead to severe health consequences up to and including amputation. Now, Medicare recognizes the importance of preventative foot care and has provided coverage for those of you who are at-risk patients I want to introduce you to my good friends at the Soul Authority. At the Soul Authority, at little or no cost, you can receive your very own pair of therapeutic shoes made specially for diabetics. You're probably not aware, but as a diabetic Medicare recipient, you are entitled to one pair of high-quality diabetic shoes with 3 custom inserts per year. These are not the ugly Frankenstein shoes. These are name-brand shoes. They're stylish. They'll provide you with the extra width and extra depth to stop diabetic foot problems before they begin. Oftentimes, amputation due to diabetes is preventable, and one of the preventable measures that is most effective is wearing the proper shoes. Call the Soul Authority at 954-597-7060 or online at thesoulauthority.com. That's THESOLE authority.com. Tell them Steve Kane sent you.
You've heard
Be right
Steve
back,
Kane,
guys.
Richie the bus driver, and many other Steve Kane listeners tell you about the great work Dr. Gupta at Brighton Dental Care offers. Steve Kane listener, hey, called in, he had an accident, he went to Dr. Gupta, and he told us his story.
Good morning, Brian. My name's Hank. I'm calling from Hollywood. Brian, I'm calling you for a different thing. About a month or so ago, I called first thing in the morning because I fainted coming out of my bathroom, and I busted my 3 front teeth. I busted my chin, but I guess I fainted, I fell, I cracked my chin, it hit my upper teeth, and I cracked my 3 front teeth. I want to thank you, and I really want to thank Dr. Gupta. I mean, besides the fact that my teeth look great, besides the fact that, you know, his assistant is really good, really nice, they're all really nice over there, the price was unbelievable. When I came home and I told my wife, she's like, I thought that thing was going to cost you 3 times as much. I said, so did I. And I just want to thank you. I want to thank you, Dr. Gupta. He's awesome. Appreciate your show. I listen to your show a lot. I only called in, this is the second time. Both times, one was to make sure I'm going to the right office where Dr. Gupta was, and then this one to let you know that he's great. I know you know he's great. I just want your listeners to know he's great. His assistant is great. The prices are great. Everything is great over there.
Awesome. Well, listen, I'm glad you had a great experience with Dr.
Yeah, I did. Thank you again, Brian.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, and thank Steve, and you guys keep up the good work over there. I appreciate it. Dr. Gupta, you keep up the good work, too.
All right, there we go.
So everybody keep up.
All right, I think you guys just heard what will be the new commercial for Dr. Gupta.
Do what Hank did. Call Dr. Gupta at Brighton Dental for Steve Kane listeners.
We're coming back.
Consultations, and always the best price. Give Dr. Gupta a call right now. 954-922-4633. 954-922-4633.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by Attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid throwback. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search.
All right, we are back 35 minutes after. I'm Brian Craig. Steve Kane, you there?
I am here.
Oh, okay.
Question. How many people in our listening audience right now, in terms of this new development with Donald Trump, this technical thing he has invented, how many people out there, when you tell that story, are lost like I am?
3 people.
Knowledge of the
3. You're one of 3 people. Yeah.
Well, that's not worth.
Just suffice it to say. Just be satisfied. Well, hey, listen. There's a lot of people on the radio talking. No, just be. Yeah.
A follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Just in layman's, which means non-technical terms, just try to explain how from the point of view of a Trump fan, which we are here on the Steve Kane Show, how will this change his campaign, or where we go from here?
Well, okay. I'm not going to explain to you how it works because I could not. Steve doesn't use the internet at all, people. He doesn't use apps, doesn't use the internet for anything whatsoever, so he has no knowledge of how the internet works. Yeah, he's very anti-technology. So I'm not going to try to explain it to you, but just be satisfied with this. Donald Trump, his new platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump, which you can go to online at donaldjtrump.com/desk. He's on Twitter and Facebook since this launched yesterday afternoon. He is back on all of them. He's totally hijacked Twitter this morning from PJ's report. And this is just spectacular. And it's ingenious what he just invented here. He has reinvented social media.
This enables people who are Trump fans who want to get to.
Yes.
This enables.
This enables Trump. No, what it's done is it's put Trump back on all the social media and put him in communication with the American people again. And the media, they haven't been doing any reporting on this. I don't think they realize the genius of what he's done yet. I did immediately, and they will soon enough. And when they do, and the liberal callers that I got in the first hour today, all having complete meltdowns. It's just, he's going to take control of the news narrative again with this. It's just going to be like the old days of Twitter. Now, I had a couple other things, though, I wanted to bring up. If you guys want to call in on this great new platform of President Trump's, your thoughts on it, please give us a call. I want to hear your take on it at 1-888-GO-CANE-1. You know, this there's a couple of things to talk about. This Derek Chauvin verdict's going to get tossed, it looks like. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I've never seen anything like this happen before. And if you don't know what happened, one of the jurors lied under oath in court to the judge, under oath, that during jury selection, they lied to get on the jury that they had never attended any George Floyd events. And not only were they Black Lives Matter and still are, they attended George Floyd events, including traveling out of town to go to one that George Floyd's family was speaking at. And there's no doubt in my mind that that's going to, I don't know how far that case is going to go. The judge hasn't sentenced Chauvin yet. He could toss the verdict out.
Can he really?
Yeah, I saw some legal analysts last night talking about it on Newsmax.
Let me just hone my question a little bit. When you say the judge can throw it out, practically, given what would happen if he threw it out? You give me your fantasy.
Oh, they'll have another trial. They'll yeah.
And I'm talking about the public.
Oh, well, I don't. If I don't know how much is left to burn in the city because it's ash, but they'll take to the streets. Yeah.
Well, but unlike anything, but what will the proportion of it be? And unlike anything we've seen before.
No, not like before, because this one, there's too much. You know, they got this photograph of him prior to being on the jury in a George Floyd T-shirt, and
Don't stop.
Yeah, but the organizers of it, because there's an organized structure to these things. This guy screwed up big time, and it's not going to be as much outrage as you would think. Now, if the judge is going to have to order a new trial, and who knows when that'll be? There may not be a new trial for years at this point. He hasn't been sentenced yet. Yeah, well, it should happen. I mean, this guy. They made a movie about this called The Juror with John Cusack, where he did just this thing to get on a jury in a gun case. He was a gun control nut, and he finally got on a jury. It was a pretty good movie. I think Kevin Spacey, they made a movie about that with Kevin Spacey on the death penalty. I've forgotten what that one was called. I've only seen this in movies. This is the first time I've seen something like this happen in a high-profile case, and the judge has got to toss out the verdict. He's got to toss it out. And he's been giving interviews confessing what he did. So it's
the spins it when he tells the story, so that the mistake wasn't his so much, it was just the talk.
Yeah, well, it's his fault, and it's going to get tossed, and they're going to have a new trial, and the new trial may not happen for 5 years. I mean, how can they? It's a mess. And, people don't... Well, maybe he doesn't want a speedy. Maybe he doesn't want one. And, if he gets out on bail, he may not want one. But, the left especially the Black Lives Matter left, they don't understand that people, no matter who they are, deserve a fair trial. They just basically what they want is they want to bring back lynch mobs, and what that jury was with this guy was a lynch mob. I mean, that was pretty bad, pretty bad. I wanted to play something though. This was amazing. Some follow up on Frank Luntz. Did you happen to see Kevin McCarthy on Fox yesterday? He did an interview with Steve Ducey in the morning, and I saw it online later in the day, and Kevin McCarthy dug a hole deeper for himself with this Frank Luntz roomie thing. And Steve Ducey gave him a free pass, gave him a free ride, he asked him about it, but he didn't ask him, like, well, why did your office lie to Tucker Carlson and tell him that you don't live there, and all this stuff. Didn't get into any of that, and it was... And when he said he paid fair market value, he kind of said it low under his breath, like, you know what I mean? Like Kevin McCarthy really screwed himself, and he's pushing now to get rid of Liz Cheney to try to regain his stature as a guy that can be trusted. But PJ, who called, he found a video of Frank Luntz talking about Trump and the Republican leadership with an interview that he did that was on PBS that no one saw. And I pulled up some of the audio. PJ that called prior to the bottom of the hour break, he has a YouTube channel, Dummy Funnies, and he put this interview up on his YouTube channel, and I pulled off some of the audio. So I wanted to take a break, and this guy, Frank Luntz, it'll speak for itself. I'll share it when we get back, okay? So let's take the last break of the second hour of the program. We'll be back with your calls in this Frank Luntz update. Our number toll-free, 1-888-GO-CANE, 1-888-465-2631. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta, the owner of Laporta Contracting, Roofing, and Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry since 1982. We are State of Florida certified roofing and general contractors, focusing on residential and commercial roofing, impact windows, and building restoration. If you have noticed any water stains on your ceiling, or if your roof is older than 15 years, you will want to call us.
Tucker, a dollar super chat. Thank you, Trucker Will. Everyone thank Trucker Will.
New roof systems. We install every kind of roof, from regular.
Show me some love, $5 super chat. Everyone thanks Show Me Some Love. Okay, I am now back on Twitter to share the best president ever. Knowledge with the people of Twitter. Trump 2024, save America. Absolutely. Everyone thanks Show Me Some Love.
Roof and home is ready for the 2021 hurricane season. So don't delay and call us at 954-604-4602 for a free home inspection and estimate. Our website is www.laportacontracting.com, where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-604-4602.
Now that things are opening up again, employers are hiring. Need a drug test before your job interview? Stop by any lab test now of Boca or any lab test now of Coral Springs and get tested. No doctor's order needed. No appointment necessary. Just walk right in. No insurance? No problem. Because they offer the lowest prices on all their thousands of lab tests. Any lab test now of Boca is located at the Sandalwood Plaza, where the Western Beef is, south of Palmetto Park Road and north of Hillsborough, on the east side of 441 State Road 7. Call 561-237-5009. Any lab test now in Coral Springs is located on the southeast corner of University Drive in Ramblewood, near the Coral Square Mall in Coral Springs. Call 954-906-5983. Make sure to tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show.
Hi, this is George Corey of the Soul Authority. In this time of social distancing and sheltering in place, many people have been forced to neglect their feet. We at the Soul Authority are making it possible for you to still take care of your feet while remaining in your home, as we will send a doctor to your house for all of your podiatric needs. The best part of all is that Medicare pays for this visit. So, if you're a Medicare recipient, give the Soul Authority a call today at 954-597-7060. That's 954-597-7060. Don't let social distancing stop you from taking care of your feet. Call the Soul Authority today.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWN.
All right, we are back 46 minutes after the hour. I'm Brian Craig, Steve Kane here. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. Oh, yesterday, my wife Kathy went into Any Lab Test Now of Boca for some lab test, and and she went in without me because I wanted her to, have the full experience so I could share it with all of you. I didn't, because they know me in there, so they don't know her. But they will now, because they'll remember her when I tell this story. My wife has to get regular tests done for all kinds of things. She's on a lot of medications, and going to the doctor's office or even one of the big labs is such a time-consuming event. I mean, you go to the doctor's office, you wait around, you got to get there. Right, and they never take you when your appointment time is, and going to the regular doctor's office for these tests is like an all-day event. It can take a couple of hours. Even with the big labs, you make an appointment, they never take you on your appointment time, and it's a whole drawn-out process that takes forever and ever and ever. And she went over to Any Lab Test Now of Boca, where the Western Beef is, in the Sandalwood Plaza. She was in and out in less than 10 minutes, Steve. In and out in less than 10 minutes. And I know, I couldn't believe, and I didn't think it'd be that fast, and less than 10 minutes, in and out. And the test just cost a couple bucks. I mean, they have the lowest price on all of their thousands of lab tests, very, very low prices, and took less than 10 minutes, right? No, it took her right in, boom, and that was it. And she went to the Any Lab Test Now of Boca, in the Sandalwood Plaza, where the Western Beef is. No appointment necessary, just walked right in. And their other location, Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs, is located over by the Coral Square Mall on the corner of University and Ramblewood. Both locations open Monday through Saturday. And listen, there's a lot of Any Lab Test Nows around. Those are the only two locations advertising on the Steve Kane Show. So make sure you use those to support this program, and they just do great work. I know we talk a lot about their COVID testing, and they do that, but they also do all the other lab tests you need to, and they're super, I hate to say cheap, but that is. I was shocked when she had a lot of tests done, and it was peanuts, Steve, what they charge over there. So make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show. All right, so Frank Luntz, PJ uncovered this on his YouTube channel, Dummy Funny, so I want to give him credit on this. Frank Luntz, this is who Kevin McCarthy is best friends with and roommates with, right? He moved out. He's moving out now. Of course, it was long planned to move out. It was just a coincidence. It was the day after Tucker's show. This is an interview Frank Luntz did on PBS talking about President Trump. And this tells you everything you need to know about the Republican establishment and Frank Luntz. Listen to this.
Donald Trump hated me. He hated me from the beginning. We did a focus group the night of his first debate, and our participants, it was on Fox News, our participants didn't like him. They thought he was rude. They thought he was overly aggressive. They liked the fact that he was willing to challenge the status quo. They liked his willingness to bring up political correctness, but they didn't like him as a person. And that was an interesting force.
Okay, now this is an interview Luntz did, and of course, he had an incident with Donald Trump. Donald Trump's talked about this. He went to Donald Trump and asked to be hired by Donald Trump, and Donald Trump didn't hire him. So he went on he went on like a morning show kind of thing. He went on this vendetta against him. But listen to what he did.
Trump became for his second election. But I don't have a great history with him because he was very critical of me. Very critical of what I do and how I do it, because it was critical of him. And the truth is, he can't take criticism. And we should have seen this at the very beginning. So I had done these groups for Fox News. We are 3 months into the campaign. This is September of 2015. And I had a meeting that has not been reported with Mitch McConnell, John Thune, John Cornyn, John Barrasso. John McCain was there. It was a Senate meeting in John Thune's office. And I didn't know that all these people were coming. But I'd said to Senator Thune, you need to hear me now. You need to hear what I've seen. And he took it so seriously that he invited the entire Senate leadership, and virtually all of them came. And I still remember McConnell saying, you got us here. what do we need to know? And I still remember my saying to him, unless you do something now, Donald Trump is the next president. Or at least, he's going to win the Republican nomination.
Okay, now stop it there. So he's got John McCain, Mitch McConnell, all the usual suspects. If you don't do something now, he's going to be the next president. Well, first off, I thought the focus group people of Republicans hated him. How could he be the next president if they don't like him? But why? Why do they have to do something about this? This is 2015. Why does Frank Luntz think that something has to be done about this? So let me play the rest of it.
Entire Senate leadership, and virtually all of them came. And I still remember McConnell saying, you got us here. What do we need to know? And I still remember my saying to him, unless you do something now, Donald Trump is the next president. Or at least, he's going to win the Republican nomination. This is not a fluke. At this point, he was leading, but still, this is before Iowa, before New Hampshire, before any votes had been cast, when the establishment still thought that there was no way that Donald Trump could actually win the nomination. And I told McConnell, and he'll acknowledge it, all the senators were there. And I showed them the dials. I showed them the research that I had done. I showed them the focus groups. I said, this guy is going to win the nomination. You guys got to do something. So I showed them the research that I had done. I showed them the focus groups. I said, this guy is going to win the nomination. You guys got to do something.
Why do they got to do something? Why is that such a bad thing?
Exactly. Exactly right.
Oh, my goodness.
It's outrageous.
Thanks, PJ, for finding that.
So he basically tried to sabotage.
He tried to rig the convention. He was trying to rig the convention. He was trying to get them to have a brokered convention. Why do they have to do something about this? This is who Kevin McCarthy is besties with?
And it was, basically, as you say, set up to sabotage the...
Yeah. You got to do something about this. I'm telling you, Mitch McConnell. Why is...
Because this guy doesn't like me.
Yeah.
We don't want to have a candidate that doesn't like Frank Luntz.
Or my focus group will say Mitch McConnell should be out next. You know, what he's doing is he's bullying them with the power of his focus group.
Trying to.
Well, why is Kevin McCarthy best friends living with this jerk? If he's MAGA. Exactly.
I don't know.
Because Kevin McCarthy is a fraud, is what it is. Just like we were talking about yesterday. Frank, what a petty, pathetic man. You would think somebody with the worst hairpiece in the history of hairpieces would be more secure.
That's ridiculous. What is the status? What has McCarthy said about this?
Oh, okay. So he very little. He was on Steve Doocy. So Steve Doocy says to this is on YouTube, by the way, guys. You can go and watch this for yourself and form your own opinion. I'm just giving you mine. So Steve Doocy talked to him about everything under the sun, and then he says, "Now I got to ask you about this." Tucker Carlson last night said you're living with Frank Luntz. What's that all about? And his first reaction was he laughed, which right then, he laughed. So he's trying to trivialize it. So he's in trouble. And he said, I stayed over there for a little while because of COVID. Speaker Pelosi took all the furniture out, but the furniture's back, and I'm moving back in to my office, and I paid him fair. And then he said this under his breath, and I paid him fair market value rent. He said, yeah, what's that, $1 a month? And I don't want to talk about paying the back rent now that you got busted. And that was it. And he didn't. And Steve Doocy didn't say. But your office told Tucker Carlson that you didn't live there, that you stayed in hotel rooms in your office. Why did they lie to Tucker Carlson? And he didn't ask him that. But it was a free ride, and that makes it even more. It makes him look even more guilty. And he did say what Richie told us yesterday. He said, "I've been friends with him since the Newt Gingrich contract with America days, 30 years ago." Whatever it was. So, it's pretty bad. And and now when you hear Frank Luntz with his sabotage of Trump attempt there.
I felt that way about Frank Luntz without even hearing this story.
You can get a photo, yeah.
If you're a sharp listener, which I like to think I am, you can read between the lines. You can tell Luntz does not like.
That's right.
Trump, and that's one of the reasons I've never liked Luntz.
Yeah, and you can get a focus group to come up with any conclusion you want them to based on who you put in the group. I mean, come on. focus groups. And focus group, I don't trust focus groups anyway. They're very self-important.
Anybody who would put a ugly thing like that muskrat that
exactly.
In, you know there's going to be a screw loose somewhere.
Yeah, it's like what Davy Crockett used to wear.
You believe he's... It looks better on Davy.
It sure does.
Oh
man, and he was a Democrat too. But you know, this is pretty bad. Oh, now here we are. It's May 5th. We're less than a month away from the official start of hurricane season, and you know, you guys, you need to call La Costa Contracting and have them take care of your roof. Tom Laporta over there at Laporta Contracting, he will take care of everything you need to be prepared for the hurricane. Now, Tom Laporta is a big Trump guy, and he's working on Steve's roof. Now, Steve's roof is a big, major project that Laporta Contracting is working on over there because Steve ignored the wet spots on his ceiling. And what happened, you know, when you see a wet spot on your ceiling, even if it's the size of a coin, what's up at the roof level outside your home is a pool of water. You got a pool of water going on up there. And what's happening with it is by the time it gets to your ceiling, you got a lot of damage up there at the wood level and everything in your roof. And as soon as you see that first drip drop of water, you need to have it taken care of. You might only need a simple repair. Steve ignored it, and it was drip drop here, drip drop there, and a drop everywhere, and now he needs a whole new roof. Plus, because he ignored it, it leaked down into his drywall, and he's got to have about half of the drywall in his home replaced because it's filled with the deadly black mold. You can avoid all that. You know, Tom Laporta will come over, he'll do a free inspection, and you may just need a simple repair, okay? And which is a good thing. And you want to have this taken care of before hurricane season. You know, Steve, if you didn't have Tom Laporta come over there and take care of your roof would not have survived, in my opinion, based on what I'm seeing over there. I mean, I'm not the contractor, but I know a little bit here. I've been through hurricanes. I don't think you would have survived a tropical storm force wind.
One of the things I want to mention about Laporta Contracting is that he is a general contractor.
That's right.
While roofs are, you know, he does an awful lot of roofs because people have problems here in Florida. But you need to get your house fixed or checked or whatever. He does it all. One-stop shopping on it.
That's right. And I'll give you. Yeah, I know one of our listeners is they're having an office built in their home, and Tom Laporta is going to be doing that for them. And I'll tell you another thing too. Beyond just the roof, talk to Tom Laporta about impact windows. Impact windows allow you to see out during the storm. I have them, and it's just a lifesaver. And another thing you may want to talk to him about, because hurricane season, talk to him about your garage door. You know, I have a hurricane garage door up to the Miami-Dade code, and that's a good thing to have. Most of you probably don't, okay, because they don't build the houses with them. You do, the wind mitigation. Yeah, and yeah. Because it's the most often overlooked without the hurricane door on the garage, and it's a big opening. So when you have a standard garage door, it gets ripped off, the wind comes right in, and you know it's a mess. Don't let that happen. Call Tom Laporta. Now this number I give you, it rings directly to the phone in his pocket. Okay, you don't have to go through anything. You're going to go right to Tom Laporta. 954-604-4602. 954-604-4602. Online, LaportaContracting.com. Now, if you missed the number or the website, just go to SteveKaneShow.com. Not only will you find Laporta Contracting on our website, but the contact information for all of our sponsors is at SteveKaneShow.com. All right, it's the top of the hour, 1 minute past 8. I'm Brian Craig, Steve Kane here. You're listening to Florida's longest-running radio show. The Steve Kane Show on the radio since 1977. Third and final hour begins right now.
Got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Brian Craig here. I've been telling you for years how great My Pillow products are, but don't just take my word for it. This is one of our listeners, Todd. He bought the My Pillow mattress topper, and he called us live on the radio to tell us about his experience with the My Pillow mattress topper.
Yeah, I'm calling to get testimonial about my pillow topper.
You ordered the My Pillow, the mattress topper?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, I was thinking about
Who, me or Steve? Oh, the spot? Okay. Okay.
that pillow, that mattress top. I went on, I used your promo code Kane. I got a great price. Got it home, been using it for the last 3 nights. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Feels like a whole new mattress.
I talked to other listeners with the My Pillow mattress topper, and they come in all sizes. The mattress companies have turned into con artists. When I was a kid, mattresses were two-sided. You'd have the mattress, then after a while you'd flip it over. Now you can't flip mattresses anymore. They don't make them that way anymore because people weren't buying mattresses enough. So the mattress company stopped making two-sided mattresses, and mattresses are expensive. I've had to buy a new mattress, and mattresses can cost well over, just for a regular normal mattress, over $1,000. So that My Pillow mattress topper is a big savings. It saves you from buying a new mattress and turn your whole bed into a My Pillow.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I really love it. I sleep really good.
Well, that's great. Well, I appreciate that. You guys out there, remember, promo code Kane, K-A-N-E.
Now, when you use the promo code Kane, K-A-N-E, at MyPillow.com, save 30% off your My Pillow mattress topper and receive 2 free My Pillows. But you got to use the promo code Kane, K-A-N-E. 30% off the My Pillow mattress topper. Turn your old mattress into a big My Pillow mattress. Promo code Kane, K-A-N-E, at MyPillow.com.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta, the owner of Laporta Contracting, Roofing and Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry since 1982. We are State of Florida certified roofing and general contractors, focusing on residential and commercial roofing, impact windows, and building restoration. If you have noticed any water stains on your ceiling, or if your roof is older than 15 years, you will want to call us to come out and evaluate your roof. Our services run from minor repairs to complete new roof systems. We install every kind of roof, from regular asphalt shingles, clay or concrete tiles, standing metal seam, wood shakes, and slate tile systems. Hurricane season is right around the corner. This gives us only a short period of time to make sure your roof and home is ready for the 2021 hurricane season. So don't delay and call us at 954-604-4602 for a free home inspection and estimate. Our website is www.laportacontracting.com, where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-604-4602.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll free 1-855-FLA-3782.
All right, guys, hey, make sure you like the video. If you're new, subscribe, click that notification bell, and everyone like the video.
The show toll free. Dial 1-888-GO-GAME 1. That's 1-888-GO-GAME 1. And now,
All right, third hour has begun. 6 after 8. I'm Brian Craig. Steve Kane here. I was just reading during the break. Listen to this, Steve. Oh, man. Now, well, before I share this with you, President Trump basically announced he's running for re-election in 2024 yesterday. Did you catch this?
I remember hearing that he's got a thing planned for this weekend.
Well, not his announcement. He's got a rallies coming up, but no. He's not going to make his announcement there. No, but he gave an interview yesterday with Candace Owens, and I like Candace Owens, but does everything have to be about you, Candace? She asked Trump on, can I be your vice president? She went line dancing with Ben Shapiro on her birthday. I mean, give me a break. By the way, she cannot dance. Ben Shapiro dances better than Candace Owens. I kid you not. But Candace Owens had President Trump on yesterday, and she interviewed him. And when she was done talking about herself, she asked him if he was going to make an announcement about running for 2024. And his answer is a very sharp answer. Listen.
The answer is I'm absolutely enthused. I look forward to doing an announcement at the right time. As you know, it's very early, but I think people are going to be very, very happy when I make a certain announcement. And, you know, for campaign finance reasons, you really can't do it too early because it becomes a whole different thing. Otherwise, I'd give you an answer that I think you'd be very happy with. But so we are looking at that very, very seriously, and all I say is stay tuned.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll take you at your word, and that means that in 2024, Trump and Owens are going to be on the ticket.
Oh, yeah, now that, you know, so it's all back to her again, Candace Owens. My goodness, Candace Owens. I mean, you're not, you know, jeez. Her ego's gotten out of control. But what President Trump said there, I thought was pretty sharp. That because of the campaign, you know, he's raising money through his new platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump. And if he announces he's running, there's all kinds of rules and regulations and hoops he has to deal with. That's why he's putting it off. But I consider that a confirmation that he's going to make the announcement that he's running at some point. But he's not going to do it yet. So that's good stuff. And then I read, this is in Mediaite, Politico, which is a left-wing political online news source. Politico reported Tuesday that the DNC has put together a team doing opposition research into potential Republican candidates for 2024 in case Trump's not the guy. And I'm going to go through this in a second, including the list that they have in just a moment. But opposition research, they thought they had a whole Mueller investigation over Trump doing opposition research. I thought opposition research was not allowed, but listen to this. This is the story. The Democratic National Committee has quietly assembled a core team that is focused not just on the 2022 midterms, but on the next presidential cycle and the expected Biden re-election, according to Democratic officials in and outside the DNC. The committee's research team, led by Nick Bauer, started gathering oppo on over 20 Republican politicians and has identified 49 GOPers who could run. Here are some of the names on the list, okay? Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley. They're also investigating Tucker Carlson. See, he's doing news, so because he's reporting news, they have to dig for dirt. And there's a name that's new to the list, also being investigated by the DNC's Oppo team, the inventor of the MyPillow, Mike Lindell. There you go.
That's great.
Yeah. I'll save you time. He used to do crack. He recovered. Okay, that's it. That's your research. He's confessed his sins, his past. How can, what are they, exactly. He did your Oppo research for you, okay? Oh, my goodness. And unlike Hunter Biden, he's kicked the habit. But, you know, this... Jimmy Kimmel... yeah.
Your talk show host, Donald Trump is the gift that keeps giving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They can waste all their time and money investigating these other people. It's going to be Trump. And you can tell by the, you know... Candace Owens didn't even hear it because she wanted to get back to talking about herself. But, you know... Oh, please. If you watch... I've watched her show that Ben Shapiro... See, I think Ben Shapiro has brought her over there to destroy her. Ben Shapiro's a never-Trumper. Yeah. Yeah, Ben Shapiro's a never-Trumper. He wrote a column during the 2016 election titled, Why I Will Never Vote for Donald Trump. And Candace Owens had this huge Blexit event that she was going to be doing nationwide. It fell apart because of COVID, and now she's in Nashville with the baby line dancing with Ben Shapiro, okay? And it's she's losing her She's no longer an activist, and she's not going to be as much of a player as she would have been. Ben Shapiro's, I'm sure he's paying her well. Oh no, she's not going to be on a ticket. She's not. No. She would hurt the ticket. She would hurt the ticket. Yeah, she has no experience doing anything except looking good and saying conservative things. Well, the thing with her is she used to be anti-Trump, and when the 2016 election first started, she was a liberal who was anti-Trump and who said a lot of things about Trump, which would obviously come back, and she's done nothing.
I don't know, but she could use that to her advantage if she wants.
She's not going to be the candidate with Trump. It's going to be DeSantis probably. It's not going to be Tim Scott maybe, but not her. She's not done anything. I like Candace Owens. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I dislike Candace Owens. I'm upset that she fell for the... Ben Shapiro, she just had a baby, okay? And she's the star of her family, like Megyn Kelly is with hers, and she's got to support her family, and he made her a big job offer with big money. And she moved to Nashville, and she's doing the show. I get it, but I think she could have made just as much, if not more money, doing what she was doing before. See, I think Ben Shapiro is involved in a very devious plot with the Never Trumpers to take Candace Owens out of circulation as an activist for Trump in the next election.
Shapiro is a loser.
Yeah, I don't like him. I'll tell you that. I don't like the guy.
And you know why you don't like him? Because he is unlikable, and that's a big deficit when you're going into politics. Being likable is one of the things you look for.
Yeah. Well, I watched this. I saw this on YouTube. It was her birthday the other day. So Ben Shapiro, they're in Nashville. They're based in Nashville. Ben Shapiro, and then they're based out of Nashville, Tennessee. So for her birthday, Ben Shapiro took her line dancing at a country western bar. And as much as I dislike Ben Shapiro, he can line dance. I'll tell you, he can do the hokey pokey and everything else. Candace Owens cannot. But they're destroying Candace Owens, and it's upsetting to me because she's one of the most important conservative voices in America, because she is so powerful among blacks that we really need to keep coming to the MAGA movement, and it's just not working out as like I would. And keep in mind, there's a background. Ben Shapiro was a Never Trumper, and there was a time when Candace Owens was too. So I don't know. I'm always cautious with Candace Owens because of her past Never Trumperism and what's going on now. Always trust in Trump. He always knows what he's doing, and he's so smart. And this new platform of his is just, Steve, I don't think many people yet realize how brilliant what he's done here. I think most people really don't know. And I tell you, I thought this was a very interesting thing yesterday. I mentioned this to a caller earlier. Donald Trump's new platform was designed by Brad Parscale. Right? Remember, he was briefly his campaign manager, and he had that drunken incident at his house with the bikini wife in Fort Lauderdale. But he's back with Trump, Brad, and he's also the campaign manager for Caitlyn Jenner in California. So he's working on the Trump campaign, and he's working on the Caitlyn Jenner campaign. So I think that's an interesting thing, and I bet you. I don't know if Trump's openly going to support Caitlyn Jenner, but it seems to me that he's behind Caitlyn Jenner. If Brad's working for both of them, that's an unusual. I don't think he'd be working for candidates that Trump didn't approve of. Do you? No. All right, listen. Let's take our first break of the last hour. Our number, toll free. 1-888-GO-CANE 1-888-465-2631 888-465-2631. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
AM 1470, FM FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
This is Dr. Mitchell Matez of the Biostation West Delray. I'm so happy to be able to now offer the latest and most comprehensive approach to health, wellness, and anti-aging at my new West Delray location. In addition to the hormone therapies you are accustomed to, we can now offer testing for all of your health concerns, including vitamin and nutrient levels, cardiac risk panels, immune system markers, and much, much more. We also offer the full array of aesthetic modalities, including Botox, fillers, lasers, etc., as well as the latest state-of-the-art non-invasive treatments for erectile dysfunction, private IV suites, personal patient advocates, and comprehensive wellness, all in a spectacular new setting. Call me at my new office number, 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893 to schedule your appointment today.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of My Pillow. Here to tell you about my Giza Dream bed sheets. I made sure that they would be everything you'd ever want in a sheet set. I started with the world's finest cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region where the Sahara Desert, the Nile River, and the Mediterranean Sea all meet. The long staple cotton makes my Giza Dream sheets ultra soft and durable. They come with extra wide pillowcases to fit over any pillow and extra deep pockets to fit over any mattress. Not only that, they come with my 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. And now you can get the best sheets ever for the best price ever. When you buy one of my Giza Dream bed sheet sets, you'll get another one absolutely free. I personally guarantee that they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own.
Use the promo code Kane at checkout, and when you buy a set of Giza Dream Sheets, get a second set free. But you've got to use the promo code Kane, K-A-N-E, at mypillow.com or call 1-800-716-4879.
This is Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. Give me a call today to save up to 50% on your insulation and radiant barrier, and up to 35% on your electric bill. That's 954-939-1500. 954-939-1500.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just
Oh my goodness! In the chat room, Steve, they're saying that I'm jealous of Candace Owens and that Ben Shapiro speaks the truth. Was he speaking the truth when he said that he believed Stormy Daniels when she said she had sex with Donald Trump? Was he speaking the truth then, Ben Shapiro? I don't think so. I don't think so. Did I put you back on, Steve? You with us? Okay, I thought I lost you. Okay, I thought I lost you. I heard a click. But no, I'm trying to save Candace Owens. You know, I like Candace Owens, even though she's a little full of herself and self-centered. A lot of successful people are full of themselves and self-centered. But I don't like to see these never-Trumpers buy her off and destroy her, as I believe. And I've seen several episodes of that show, and it is pathetic. The show that Ben Shapiro put together. He's making a clown out of it. Did you see this guy in Louisville that pulled the gun out on the Black Lives Matter people?
No.
Oh, you didn't see this video? It was all over Fox the day of the Kentucky Derby. So I guess Saturday. You know well, it's been on the news and Fox. I mean, it's pretty dramatic. So the you know how the Black Lives Matter like to go to restaurants and harass white people? I don't know. You know. I don't know what you're supposed to do, give them your, food and money. I don't know what they want, but they like to harass people. And they were pretty intimidating and threatening. And this guy got up, he had a pistol. It was a tiny one. It looked like a Derringer or something. I don't know what it was. But he pulled a gun on him, and they backed off. And they said the BLM protesters were armed too, and luckily no one was shot. But, if... I'm a gun owner, but even in self-defense, if you in the climate we're in now, look what happened to that couple when they broke down the gate in front of their mansion. You know, you use your weapon in self-defense, and showing the weapon is self-defense without even firing it, right? Against Black Lives Matter, you could have your whole life destroyed. You know, I mean, there's this climate that's going on in some of these liberal communities. I just don't understand the justification for the Black Lives Matter violence that goes on. I don't get it. Do you? No. Oh, because you haven't seen the video. Well, if you have something more interesting, Steve, bring it up. I don't want to put you to sleep. Yeah, well, I went to bed early. I had to be up on the air and alert and everything for the show. Exactly. As long as you're not dozing off because of my content. I appreciate that. I can tell, so much so it's putting you to sleep. If you saw the video, it's not. It's pretty dramatic. It's pretty dramatic. I didn't know anybody still had Derringers. I haven't seen a Derringer in a long. Kenny Rogers carried a Derringer.
We have a little. I don't want to call it a bet because you don't bet money, but I think there's going to be more of a reaction if this trial, is reversed with the cops. What's the name?
Chauvin, yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't want to think that. I'd like it not to be that bad, but seems to me.
Yeah.
Away with this kind of stuff,
Well, when the one juror perjured himself to get on the jury to fix the jury, how can they not toss out the? They're not going to acquit him. They'll just have a new trial.
You're talking about a realistic situation in real life, as opposed to what some people on the other side are not really that stable and that rational.
Yeah.
And somebody said, they don't much of an excuse to do their favorite thing.
Well,
riot.
This, yeah, I guess if there's anything left to riot and loot in Minneapolis. Listen, our number.
Bring their own. They're going to have to bring their own kid.
I guess so. Our number, toll free 1-888-GO-CANE-1. You're on the radio. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, you're on the air.
Oh, I'm on the air. Oh, great. That's not what I wanted to necessarily do.
Well, you gotta when you call here, you expect to be on the air.
There was some major stuff going on last night. I haven't felt good about the election.
All right. Well, I have no idea who any of these people are, but listen, we got to take a quick break. I'll tell you. I will. Okay. All right. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Covered AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Stop paying an outrageous fortune for your tires. Go easy on your budget and buy your tires at Friendly Tire in Margate, where they have all the major brands like Goodyear and Firestone at discount prices that absolutely can't be beaten. Steve Kane's tires for his Toyota van at the other shops, $175 a tire. At Friendly Tire, just $75 a tire. That's a $100 savings per tire. Tires for my daughter Emily's car, $135 at the shops around town. The price at Friendly Tire, only $65. That's a $70 savings per tire. These prices are out the door and on the road. Free mounting and balancing and no added charges. Friendly Tire have a great selection of good used tires too, starting at just $30 for most cars. Call my good buddy Friendly Mike at Friendly Tire. Tell him what you drive and he will give you a great low price right over the phone at 954-977-9445. 954-977-9445. Online, friendlytire.net.
Hi, this is George Corey of the Soul Authority. In this time of social distancing and sheltering in place, many people have been forced to neglect their feet. We at the Soul Authority are making it possible
Mary Ellen,
to still take care of your feet.
$10 super chat. Thank you. Just rejoined Twitter. All right, everyone, thank Mary Ellen for that super chat.
Is that Medicare pays for this visit. So, if you're a Medicare recipient, give the Soul Authority a call today at 954-597-7060. That's 954-597-7060. Don't let social distancing stop you from taking care of your feet. Call the Soul Authority today.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WW.
All right, we are back. I'm Brian. You back with us, Steve? No, they did not hang on. They did not hang on. I'm sorry. That's well.
If you're listening, call back. I was very interested in the direction that call was going.
Yeah. Well, she hung up. She hung up. Okay, now I was just looking. This is amazing because I just went on Twitter. I just got a message from one of our listeners in the chat room. They just rejoined Twitter because of Trump and his new platform. And this is amazing what I'm seeing here on Twitter this morning. President Trump's new platform has put him back on Twitter and Facebook in a way that he may even be more active on Twitter and Facebook now than he was before. And I just put in on Twitter, PJ did this in the last hour, and I did another search here on Twitter, desk of Donald J. Trump. I put it on Twitter, and it's nonstop. People are tweeting things directly from Trump's new platform, which is what he was expecting to happen. And I'm noticing it's not just in the United States; it's global. I can't read these languages. Some of it's Spanish, but some of it looks like Norwegian or something. I mean, there are people all over the world who are retweeting everything that President Trump has put on this new platform, and it's just nonstop. About every 5 to 7 seconds, there's a new tweet popping up about it. And this is one of the fastest growing things on social media, and no one in the media is talking about it. And his timing doing this the day before the Facebook board was going to announce. See, the media thought they were going to have a big story today. Facebook was going to come out with their oversight board ruling that he's forever banned from Facebook, and that was going to be a big story. And they were ready to do their high five since he's not going to be on Twitter and now Facebook ever again. He won't be able to run a campaign, right? Because you can't. They figure you can't have a campaign if you're not on social media. And the day before the ruling, and we know what the ruling result's going to be today, comes out, he launches this new platform, and he's on both platforms, bigger than ever. And he really, I don't know if they realize this yet. Oh no, no. Based on what?
Based on what? You don't think there'd be a backlash if, I mean, not now, but I'm saying if they had voted him off and
well, right now, Twitter banned Trump for life, and that ban stay, and they don't seem to care, you know. And the Facebook High Court of whatever they got here, the oversight board, I expect them to say he's got a lifetime ban. Yeah, I totally expect that, and it's not going to matter now because he's back on there with this new service. I don't think they realize it.
Is this new service foolproof? In other words, can they find a way to outfox him by reversing?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sure. Well, we're not going to know for sure until they try something. But I would think that they probably, this went live about 5 in the afternoon yesterday, 4 or 5 in the afternoon yesterday, and it was without any announcement. I had Newsmax on, and they breaking news on Newsmax, and they came out with this, and they caught them off guard. They were just had their cell phones on TV trying to figure it out, and it even caught them off guard. And I don't think that many people realize what a brilliant thing Trump did here yet. I don't really think they do, and I don't think the social media companies realize it yet. Now they're going to know soon because they're going to find out on Twitter that Trump is trending on Twitter with this. I mean, it's probably right now globally, Donald Trump's new platform is probably the most discussed thing on Twitter right now as we speak on the planet. So they got to know about that because they monitor those things. So they're going to try to figure out something to do, but I don't think there's much they can't ban 100 million people or more on off of social media like that. The people wouldn't stand for it. It'd be too many. It would be devastating for their business. I think they're probably going to do nothing in the end.
If they wanted to react,
Yeah, they would have to do it. They would have to ban everybody off of social media who post anything from Donald Trump's website, and it's global. That's why I'm saying I'm seeing Norwegians here putting this stuff on Twitter. So, yeah, well, you know, when you're talking about maybe a couple 100 million people worldwide, I don't think they could ban a couple 100 million people worldwide because they're posting on Twitter things from Trump. I think the backlash would be too huge. The media, I haven't seen one decent story on television about it.
So they're going to continue doing what they're doing.
Well, right now they're doing nothing. I mean, Trump.
They haven't responded yet.
No, they've not responded yet. No, I mean, I'm seeing.
Doesn't mean they won't.
I'm seeing people from England, Australia. This new Donald Trump thing has picked up worldwide. And it's you know, I was so worried because Mike Lindell's platform, which is offline right now, I just checked, it is offline because of the, you know, as soon as they went online a couple weeks ago, it got hacked, and he's been dealing with the hackers ever since. And yesterday, Frank's speech went offline, and it's come back a couple times. I just checked, it's offline. He was trying to put together a new Twitter. The hackers have gotten in there and destroyed it, and I think Trump has put together a hacker-proof system because it's been online for, I don't know, 13, 14 hours, maybe 15 hours, and nothing's happened to it. Mike Lindell's platform, the hackers brought it down about an hour into it being live on the internet. And if there was a way for them to mess with Donald Trump's platform, they would have done it already. So here we are, half a day into it, and there hasn't been one successful hack. Like with Mike Lindell's platform is down right now as we speak. You can't pull it up. There's nothing there. I'm just there right now. It's because of the hacking. Trump apparently is hack-proof.
Pulled it.
No. No, they were talking about it last. He's been hacked again. Mike Lindell's been hacked again. And believe me, the hackers have their sights on Trump's platform. And for him to be on over half a day.
And for Lindell to have an operating website.
It doesn't matter. They're different things. They don't compete with one another. They complement each other. So it's not competition for Trump. But if the hackers have spent so much time on Mike Lindell, Trump is who they really want. So they would believe me, they've been trying to bring down Trump's website. They've been unsuccessful. It's been over half a day. He's put together, I don't know how he did it, but a hacker-proof website. Mike Lindell's down right now from the hackers. Okay, and Donald Trump is up. So I don't know what he did that's different, but this is this is exciting stuff. All right, listen, it's 33 minutes after the hour. We'll take our break for the bottom of the hour. Come back with more. Don't go anywhere. I'm Brian, Steve here. Our number toll-free 1-888-GO-CANE1. We'll be back after this.
Have you gone without insurance through the Affordable Care Act because you thought you couldn't afford it? The times are changing. I have exciting news to share with you from I Will Advisors. With the signing of the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, the government has increased the subsidies available to people buying insurance through the marketplace. In fact, even people making over 400% of the federal poverty level can get insurance now and not pay more than 8.5% of their income. There's talk of people currently paying less than $100 per month, and you could possibly pay $0 per month with these new changes. It doesn't cost anything to check, but everyone must take action. This special election period will end, but the sooner you take action, the sooner you can start saving money. Call Dan at I Will Advisors, 954-753-8080, 954-753-8080.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
I can't get on it.
Stop paying an outrageous fortune for your tires. Go easy on your budget and buy your tires at Friendly Tire in Margate, where they have all the major brands like Goodyear and Firestone at discount prices that absolutely can't be beat. Steve Kane's tires for his Toyota van at the other shops, $175 a tire. At Friendly Tire, just $75 a tire. That's a $100 savings per tire. Tires for my daughter Emily's car, $135 at the shops around town. The price at Friendly Tire, only $65. That's a $70 savings per tire. These prices are out the door and on the road. Free mounting and balancing and no added charges. Friendly Tire have a great selection of good used tires too, starting at just $30 for most cars. Call my good buddy Friendly Mike at Friendly Tire. Tell him what you drive and he will give you a great low price right over the phone at 954-977-9445. 954-977-9445. Online, friendlytire.net.
Hi, this is George Corey of the Soul Authority. In this time of social distancing and sheltering in place, many people have been forced to neglect their feet. We at the Soul Authority are making it possible for you to still take care of your feet while remaining in your home, as we will send a doctor to your house for all of your podiatric needs. The best part of all is that Medicare pays for this visit. So, if you're a Medicare recipient, give the Soul Authority a call today at 954-597-7060. That's 954-597-7060. Don't let social distancing stop you from taking care of your feet. Call the Soul Authority today.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by Attorney Barry Siegel
Yeah.
at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show.
Oh, and then it just came back up because it was down.
For WWNN.
All right, we are back 37 minutes after the hour. I'm Brian. You with us, Steve? Okay. You know, I saw this story yesterday about this racially segregated rock climbing group they had at Cornell. You know, you didn't see this? Cornell University. Yeah, they put together a rock climbing class. I'll read this. This is in the New York Post. Listen to this. This is New York Post today. Cornell University is defending a new rock climbing class offered to minority groups. Among the Ivy League school's outdoor education offerings for spring 2021 semester is a course called BIPOC Rock Climbing. The course description, according to the Cornell Daily Sun, specified that the class is only for people who identify as Black, Indigenous, Latinx, Asian, or other people of color. Whites need not, enroll. This prompted an uproar from across the internet. The university was accused of violating federal and state civil rights laws. And the school is defending its racially segregated class that white people are not allowed to join. There's been such a strange new thing going on in this country with race.
First of all, let me disagree. The part I disagree with is when you use the word new. This isn't new. What's new is the discernible presence of a backlash that is starting to manifest itself. So it's not, the issue has been going bonkers over the immediate past, but nobody has stood up against it. It's been a controversy with only one side fully expressing itself.
Yeah.
What is new is people are starting to, it's starting to sink in between all this Biden crap, the crap with the refugees on the border, the school crap. People are starting to realize what we've got in the White House. And quite frankly, it's terrifying if you love America. And the question is, see, I've always tried to present the issue this way. Other people are worried about the election. I don't worry so much about the election as I worry about
Mike, $5 super chat. Thank you.
American people.
Yeah, we played that woman on the air yesterday. We played that traffic stop.
Have the gumption that I think they have, and if they've got the character that I think they have,
Yeah.
they're going to stand up to
Well, but what's different is, this thing at Cornell with this racial segregation in this class where whites are not, I've never seen it so mainstream and widespread what's going on. That audio we played yesterday of the traffic stop with the black lady and the cop. I haven't seen it at this level and as so mainstream before.
Because what you're saying that's correct is that all of a sudden there's been a major backlash. Do you know, I was thinking about that cop story yesterday. Do you do you realize what went on there? When I put together eventually the pieces of the story, that woman was out specifically looking for trouble for a lawsuit. She had her own. Did she have her own?
Well, the film we saw was the body camera of the cop. It was his personal body cam. The department doesn't have them, and she was filming on her cell phone. She didn't count on him having a camera to show. Yeah.
Right. But she was trying to create a lawsuit.
Oh, try like a lottery winner.
Absolutely, the lottery. Yes. She was looking to provoke a physical confrontation so she could sue and be set for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Where was it, Los Angeles?
I don't remember where she was, but she was anywhere. She'll live anywhere. Yeah.
Hated thing that backfired on her because the guy had his own camera. But that's what we're living in now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, hopefully, I don't know, I'm not prescient, but it looks to me like the party may be over for these guys. It's going to take a while. It took a while for them to come to prominence.
Mm-hmm.
I think we may be home.
They're pushing too much.
The problem is, that's right. It's the old thing I always say about boundaries. The left always self-destruct. Does this sound familiar to you, Brian, what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
That's what kills the left every time. They have a huge problem with boundaries. These things come up, in this case it's a whole universal movement, and they'll push, and in the beginning they'll get some sympathy and all that, and then eventually they push so hard, and they do things like, that thing yesterday was destructive. Really destructive to their movement. It really showed what's the true dynamic of what's happening.
Well, what's going to happen, and this Chauvin juror that went to the Floyd events, he perjured himself to get on the jury. That's going to become a debated issue. I know it's out in the news now, but it really hasn't been processed publicly, But what you're going to find is the television talking heads are going to be filled with people justifying what the juror did. And I think that's kind of new. Like the OJ yeah.
Big thing is the thing with the cop yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to see the ugliness and the viciousness, the vitriol of the left, and in all its.
Yeah.
And people got sick to their stomach watching that, and that's what starts the turnarounds. Because this coming election is not a test of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a test of who the American people are.
Yeah.
American people can watch that school teacher insult that cop and humiliate him and accuse him of all the things that the woman was guilty of. I count on the American people in the end to stand up and review.
Yeah.
How long the process will take, but I think it's going to happen. And the reason it's going to happen because they don't know when to stop. They're going to keep going and going and going, and they're going to self-destruct.
Well, yeah. Now I want to tell you, one question was asked. It was asked by the Sun Sentinel. Where are the best wings in South Florida? And the readers of the Sun Sentinel here in South Florida said Wings Plus, the Sample Road location in Coral Springs, best wings in South Florida. And, they've been with us here on the Steve Kane Show for well over a decade. I've been eating there even longer than that. And I'll just tell you real quick, because I've told it before, but I think it's important. Wings Plus Sample Road location is literally just a couple blocks from our old studio in Coral Springs. And I used to eat there all the time. And I was telling Steve, you got to go to Wings Plus, and we get off the air before they open. And one day you were over there a little late, you stopped in for lunch, You had a basket of the wings, and the next day we were doing spots for them. I mean, that's how good they are. And we've been doing spots ever since. Listen, they have more than just wings, okay? They have overstuffed boar's head sandwiches. They have homemade soups and great fresh salad. Everything is made homemade right on the premises, including that clam chowder. Oh, man. Oh, you know, I haven't had that in a while over there. I think I might get that next time.
Appetite.
The clam chowder is out of this world. Have you had the clam chowder? Yeah, and the chili. Oh, man, the chili. The chili. And the wings are, of course, the best wings anywhere. Listen, they're located in Coral Springs, about a mile west of University on the south side of Sample Road. Wings Plus, when you stop in, tell Brian he's the owner, that you heard about him on the Steve Kane Show. All right, we'll finish up the break and come back with the Gold Report right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the Gold Report.
Have you gone without insurance through the Affordable Care Act because you thought you couldn't afford it? The times are changing. I have exciting news to share with you from I Will Advisors. With the signing of the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, the government has increased the subsidies available to people buying insurance through the marketplace. In fact,
Steve Kane Show.
Making over 400% of the federal poverty level can get
Yep.
insurance
What's your name?
now and not pay more than 8.5% of their income. There's talk of people currently paying less than $100 per month. And you could possibly pay $0 per month with these new changes. It doesn't cost anything to check, but everyone must take action. The special election period will end, but the sooner you take action, the sooner you can start saving money. Call Dan at I Will Advisors, 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWNN.
We're back, and it is time for the Gold Report, brought to you by William Youngerman of William Youngerman Inc. William, one of the leading experts on the precious metals. Whether you're looking for gold, silver, platinum, whatever, William carries them all, and he has great expertise. He's been advising clients on trends and movements in the precious metals for over 50 years. He knows his stuff, and he is always there to answer any of your questions and to take care of any of your precious metals needs. William, how is it looking today?
Stable again, Steve. We hit new highs yesterday as gold finally penetrated that $1,800 resistance area that we saw, or that we've been talking about, only just for a brief time, hitting $1,800.40 on the high, and then reversing lower to close down $13.90 on more profit taking, closing out the day at $1,779 the ounce. Silver did similar, got up through $27 an ounce, got to $27.19, and then came back down to close down 40 cents on the day at $26.50 the ounce. Still a very nice close for silver. Platinum up $6 on the day, closing at $12.31, and palladium gained $5 yesterday at $2,890 the ounce. Right now, gold down $1 at $17.78, finding good support around that $17.75 number. We'll see if that holds and then moves us back towards that $1,800. But the trading range remains pretty solid for gold and still, or at least for gold. Silver down 15 cents right now at $26.35 the ounce, while platinum is down $21 at $1,210, and palladium is up $10 at $2,900 the ounce. Oil hovering at higher numbers at $66.50 a barrel, and Bitcoin hanging still around that $55,000 number. And that's pretty much where we are this morning so far.
Well, it is all very exciting, and it looks like a good day to stop by William Youngerman. William, you also, we want to talk about this a little bit. Not only do you purchase gold, not only do you sell gold, but you purchase it as well. Tell them a little bit about how that works and how you might help them out for Mother's Day.
Sure. For over 50 years, we've made good two-way markets in all of the precious metals, regardless of the form they're in, which gives you opportunity to buy many of the estate jewelry that we purchase constantly, and give you opportunity to buy beautiful estate jewelry, whether it's gold or sterling silver or platinum, we have it, and you can buy it basically for the weight. So it's a gold investment that you can wear and enjoy and for many years to come.
Well, all right, a good day today to stop by William Youngerman. He is located at 150 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca. You can get him on the phone at 1-800
1-800-327-5010 and online williamyoungerman.com. Yeah.
Okay, well, have a good day.
So you think that video of the lady with the cop was like a wake-up call for people to see what the cops are dealing with?
Oh, I think I'm saying the examples get more and more outrageous.
That and the juror, yeah. Yeah.
They'll get outrageous until somebody pulls them up and says enough enough.
Yeah.
And that's when the polls turn around.
Yeah.
And that's when these lunatic groups start to dissolve.
Well, listen, our number 1-888-GO-CANE-1. Let's go. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Dan, Boynton Beach. Good morning, guys.
Hey, Dan.
Steve, Hey, nice to talk to you. Steve, I got something, and Brian, that I want you guys to check out. It's a video that Democrats want to pass, and he's asking these people, Mike Garcia is, about the law in his questioning and answering segment, and they talk about the insurrection. Over the summer of 2020, with the insurrection and domestic terrorism, has any Antifa members or Black Lives Matter people been arrested under this law or for any of this type of stuff over the whole entire year? And the answer from them is the only person that they know of that's been arrested is the guy who shot the Trump supporter.
Well, here's the thing, okay? They're trying to push this narrative that white supremacy is organized, a domestic terror threat. If the white supremacists were an organized movement, they would be confronting Black Lives Matter in Minneapolis and these other places, and you don't see it. They also would have come out when we have a biracial, black vice president of the United States. Where are they? Where were they during the 8 years of having a black president? It's not. I'm not saying that there are not white supremacists out there, but they're not in large numbers and they're not organized, and they're trying to brand the entire MAGA movement a white supremacist organization is what they're trying to do. But like I say, if they existed as an organized movement, they would be confronting Black Lives Matter nonstop all over the country, and they're not.
It's a myth. There's 150 million white people in the United States, and maybe 50,000 of them are white supremacists. So 99.4% are not. It's disgusting.
And are they organized? And the few that there are they organized? I don't think they are. They'd be out there in force.
Look, so then he asked them, are you going to charge 6 people with this law? And they are.
Well, they've arrested hundreds of people. There's one guy, I've forgotten his name, but he's in solitaire, and he was beaten by guards. One of the MAGA people, one of the guards is black, and told him he hates all white people while he was beating him, and he's still in solitaire in that same facility. That was reported by Tucker Carlson on Fox. Well, I don't know about that, but what they're doing is there have been no trials, and they're not making deals. I've been talking about this for a while. What they're doing is they're keeping them in jail. They want to have they're going to have a couple hundred trials going on at the same time during the midterm election period. No, well, they want to. Well, let me finish what I'm saying. Caller. They're planning on having a couple hundred trials about the Capitol breach right on the eve of the midterm elections. They want to have them at the same time so they can portray all of the MAGA movement as insurrectionists, domestic terrorists, and they're going to have all these trials at the same time, as close to the midterms as they possibly can. That's why they're still doing arrests all the time. You're hearing about arrests. There was a raid in Alaska for Pelosi's laptop. They busted in a motel up there for some people. Listen, appreciate the call, and we have on the line Richard Pearl, who's getting ready to go on the air with his show in just a couple of minutes. Richard Pearl on politics, following the Steve Kane Show each and every day at 9 a.m. on this radio station. Richard Pearl, good morning. I like that. I'd love that.
They say, what were they going to call him?
He's not real. Well, they got it. They call him Uncle Tim, is what they've been calling him. Oh yes. Yeah, call me Mr. Tibbs. Yeah.
Yelling racism. And again, if I was Donald Trump, what I would do at any rally is I would put out these T-shirt cannons with shirts that had different slogans, including "I'm against racism," and have a presidential seal and have him sign it with Tim Scott signing the other part of it. So my friend Wally came up with the idea of Tim Scott and Donald Trump, and I thought that was a pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're going to have a lot on our show. We're also going to mention at some point, yes, the effort to ban natural products that might COVID virus. They're against allowing certain products on the market because they're very effective, and you're not supposed to know products that work against COVID. So they're looking to ban certain things.
I want to ask you. I want to put you on the spot here. I should have asked you this off the air, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Governor Ron DeSantis has signed an executive order forbidding local governments from requiring masks. It goes into effect on January 1st. Private businesses still have the option to require masks or not. At Simply Natural in Sunrise, will masks be required or optional?
I never have forced anybody to wear a mask. Now, we have a sign on the door. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Not force that. I leave the sign on the door just to make.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. Yeah. Did you see that girl on the track team that collapsed at the finish line? She had to run with a mask on. Now listen, Richard Pearl's show's coming up next on this radio station. His great store, Simply Natural, is located in Sunrise, just north of Sunset Strip, on the east side of University Drive. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. And the number over there, 954-741-4045. All right, have a great show, Richard Pearl. We'll talk tomorrow. All right, Steve, we're out of time. You want to sign us off?
Does it for today on behalf of our
PC Patrol doesn't like you calling people chief, Steve. You're appropriating indigenous. You can't use chief. You're appropriating Indian culture with that one. You can't use chief. Okay.
minority.
That's true.
That means I have license to do whatever.
I guess so.
See, I learned these things. We thank you for being here. See you tomorrow, 6 a.m. God bless America.
Got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, thanks for listening, and make sure you subscribe. And everyone, like the video, all right? Like the video, guys, and share it if you don't mind. Go check out Trump's platform and do what the rest of the world is doing, right? Retweet his tweets. on the desk of Donald Trump. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Look out for a new podcast later today, too.